Exactly.
That's what I
No, no,
smell here.
not really jealousy. My
Sholake,
own thought is that
hold on, let me speak, Sholake, please. You see, when Oyibo people, when they say too many cooks spoils the broth, they not lie. So this is the reason why we've been asking for togetherness. At least then we will get to know who is doing what and where all the informations are coming from. But they want to create another camp elsewhere. And when they see somebody is doing something and they don't want to give them accolade, but they believe they deserve accolade. It doesn't work like that. This is where I have a problem with them. I love them, yes, but their character is very, very dirty. And for them to even harbor
I won't use
all
that word
these
jealousy.
people.
I won't
No,
use that word
Cholake, let me
jealousy.
finish. This is my own opinion. Thank you. You can say your own at the end of the day. Okay. Their character, it stinks. It stinks and it's actually making me want to puke. Please, when people are talking, don't interject so that you don't let me lose my thoughts. It stinks. Okay, what is wrong with having to build one camp together? We've come a long way. This is not the time for us to start causing distraction or dividing ourselves. Even when they suggested that lawyer, whatever, Maxwell or whatever, we're like, why can't the lawyer work with Mr. Yomi? Since Mr. Yomi already have everything to work with. And if they find out new leads, they can give it to Mr. Yomi. But no, everybody wants a separate camp because they are seeking for an award. I don't know. You see all these things that went down on that platform. It's all hate. I don't even know why she Supreme, because Supreme is one lady that goes against people being against one another. So I don't even know why she had to harbor all these people to come to her platform. And she's supposed to know by now that Sammy Jojo is a manipulator. And because Supreme is very, very soft, he will know how to manipulate her and worm his way into her, and then she will start listening to him, and then before you know it, she will become tagged along with Sammy Jojo. That is my pain here. So I don't know if Supreme is listening or if someone is recording this. Mama, you know we love you. So, but the more you keep entangling yourself and jumping into bed with people like Sammy Jojo, I'm sorry, Mama. We are going to have no choice but to say things the way it have to be said. We're not against you. We are just saying it how it needs to be said, and don't take it personal. And them now having to throw shade at Yumi. There was a shade throw at Yumi. Yumi is not my cup of tea, but he's doing what is right. At least give him that accolade. That, oh, so it wasn't Yumi that did this. Oh, it wasn't this. That. What has he got to do with you? Whatever Yomi does or whatever Yomi didn't do. Seriously, we need to stop this. We need to stop this. There is no trophy at the end of the day, and if you think you're going to get trophy, it's going to be one trophy because it's one Mohbad, and we have to come together as a group to collect that trophy. That's all I have to say for now. Anybody can speak, or maybe we continue the recording.
Thank you for your me talk.
Only because it's very clear and bare, sir.
Okay, let's have Mr. Yomi.
First and foremost, I would only appreciate that if you all could stop allowing these people to gaslight you. Their basis for comparison in how either of the suspects is being apprehended is just a hogwash. What these people fail to understand is that there is a standard procedure to arresting anybody in this country. Before anything, I came out, I screamed out, I shouted what these people have been investigated on top. It's just because they disrespect and disregard. And I made them understand that there is a warrant of arrest on these people, not because it is a fresh investigation. It's an ongoing investigation that involves murder and that involves concealment of evidence. And for the want of it, there is a search warrant on these people as well. It's because people don't know anything. So basically, the approach to pick any of them is already gone through the process of a law and a court. So you need to pick them up anywhere they are found. It's not that they just drop. And these people always make it look like every investigation must be in their own way. There are some certain rights that you have that it becomes secondary when a bigger right is in there. If there is a threat to national security, if there is a threat, something that is of immediate concern, if you understand that somebody is in that house and that person is said to be going to commit a crime immediately towards probably a child, or he's going to be setting up a bomb somewhere, or he's trying to hide something in that house so that a train could explode or something, they won't send the invitation before they go. It's an information they've gotten that that person eats so thing in so house and so place. If there's a warrant to invade your house and arrest whoever is there, you won't say they should be inviting you. But all these people coming on social media to be saying this, they don't know what process was led before the arrest. And then, if you have a pre-information that a warrant is on you, you are needed in so place, and you voluntarily, give yourself in, you have made it easier for yourself. It's still the same procedure, but we must get you. And I would only advise, this is fundamental human rights. If you know that the way you have been arrested or anybody has been arrested, it doesn't make sense to you, and you think your right has been breached, it's very simple. File fundamental rights stuff to the police and in the court. And then the police will come and challenge it and say, okay, we had this also credible information or previous investigation from a case file shows that these people are people of serious interest and they are dangerous and they needed to be brought in as quickly as possible. And that is the law. That is the procedure. That is the education we should use social media to do. But all these people coming out, gaslighting, making it look like that is the main cause of action or the whole stuff. That's why I ensure that when Damola was being arrested, I have it filmed. Procedure, the movements. Because if he's going to be filing, he might want to add my name and say they should add me because I am the petitioner. And you cannot pin me down on such things like that, because if whatever any police officer or any public officer is doing is okay under the law, you won't have any problem being filmed, provided if the filming or the person recording does not interfere with the activity that you are ongoing. You won't be bothered if anybody is filming you or recording you, whether it's your voice, whether it's your video. If it's according to your job and your law, go and show it anywhere. I'm okay. So that is the number one. Stop being deceived by all these people. They know who to channel their complaint to and where to channel their complaint. Not coming on social media and be acting like they want Jesus or they have better understanding of the law or the police are already jittering and they are already caught. All this talk. They would easily go to court there and file and say, doesn't matter. Then secondly, I don't understand why people will continue to pash. And I will tell you guys honestly, a lot of you do not understand how double agents and moles, how they operate. They need to be believed to a certain degree to penetrate into the right camp until you know their true color. It is at the latter end, or people that are very careful will say, no, these are signs of compromise. Number one, if anybody is agreeing, if Mohbad is confirming that Mohbad was murdered on Monday, if friends, Zozo, confirmed Monday, my C and the rest of that, and the narration of the driver shows Monday, if anybody out there is still looking like they should remove spending, spending told us there was fight in the car, that they threw the baby on the floor. He carried the baby. What happened after the fight? And for heaven's sake, there is a testimony from somebody who was inside the house that Mohbad was pushed and knocked the head on the floor in a situation where the same spending was equally present. Now, if anybody is now isolating the reason why they believe is the only thing he did was he gave number, he is not guilty. It's preposterous. It's a murder case, for heaven's sake. If anybody is economical with the truth and you are trying to aid and abet an organized crime, because a lot of people do not understand that the organized crime is about on this staging on the 12th. And the key players on the 12th are the people that are enabling, the enablers of the 12th melodrama. Spending, who claim he supplied the number of a nurse. The nurse who came, who said, I was busy, I came on the 12th, who perhaps met a dead body. There is no way the nurse will attend the house without calling Spending. That, hello, a guy, where are you? And if Spending knew that Mohbad is already dead on the 11th, why allow your nurse to come and treat a dead body on the 12th? Because there is no way the lady who has not met Mohbad, who has not been to the house, no matter who is calling her, will not still put call through to the person I invited her and say, hello, which house am I coming and where is the person? And if peradventure he left the house and the person even treated a dead body, and then she's let off the hook, certainly she will be on the neck of the person that invited her. That, hello, you've put me in a whole mess. Now I was ambushed. I was meant to treat a dead body. What is going on? What is all this? What have you put me into? If the person says, if that is the case, let's go and report to the police. I didn't know that you're coming to treat a dead body. That's assume that he left the house, he didn't see that Mohbad was dead, which is a lie. So the Lagos state government that even charge Spending know what they are doing. Meanwhile, the bigger picture is the organized crime. So if anybody is trying to take a fall or trying to exonerate somebody like that, and you are insisting that this person did it, but the co-collaborators are not guilty, you need to check yourself very well. You have a dysfunctional personality, and you deserve to be even looked into, scrutinized properly, because this is what we will never want to happen to anybody in this country. This is not a justice system. We want the truth to be established, and all of them, including Spending, including Adura, including Darosha, including, they know what happened to Mohbad. They know serious thing that what happened. So if somebody is now coming to stage that the only reason why they should keep exonerating, and then let's forget about it again. I don't know this Sami Jojo from anywhere. I've never heard his name before until this Lady Supreme introduced him as his person. I never heard about him. I don't know whether he belongs to anywhere. I don't listen to most of these things that these people do then. So when she donated to the NGO, she penetrated me. She started with, Odogu of J4M. I thought she was being sincere, but all these are tactics. She lured my attention with the donation. And then I started giving her attention, discussing with her. And then suddenly, when we were going to be going to the Commissioner of Police, said, oh, this is the person I want to represent my platform. Okay, no problem. And I allowed the young man. We spoke a day before, said he's coming to meet me at zone 2. He didn't show up. Then on the other event, he showed up. Because we were going to be having a concert, justice concert in Ojota. So I said each platform must submit individual person to speak, that it's about all of us. That was where she penetrated me. So, and the next thing is that, oh, that will be your speaker, no problem. You're not around. I give her audience. So when we got to the Commissioner of Police, that was when people began to say, Mr. Ami, be careful of this person. She is this, he is that, is this. I'm like, it's too late. I can't. She's from Supreme. And I was always thinking that she was indeed fighting for justice. So I didn't even know until he showed his true color the day I spoke about phone forensic on King White. I said, no, so these are the demons I've been dealing with. It's quite shameful that at the end of the day, one of the biggest routes to justice is the phone forensic done on King White. But most of you don't know nothing. And that is the only way. Well, everything, if I bring up everything that was said with King White and this woman, the day I'm ready to bring out everything, you always take a back seat. You will know that there are so many other people that are even double agents that you don't know. Majority will be exposed. I don't joke with this kind of case. I am not driven by money. I am not driven by nonsense. I am driven because I belong to the temple of justice. And I don't care whoever donates or anything, you are donating to a public cause. I am just a tool. I am 100% a justice fighter. I don't worship money. I don't worship all these things. It's quite unfortunate that part of the things you people are trying to do is to weaponize the fact that one of the tool to move this movement is funding. But I cannot say because I'm stupid, I accept to go on this kind of a journey without the financial stuff. No, this can't happen again in ever. Nobody would ever even say, Mr. Ayomi, you're an activist, come and help us here. And I will answer anybody's call unnecessarily. I would look at the financial implication. If I'm ready, I'll go in.
Otitobe, I think you have addressed the issues. You have addressed the Sam Jojo issue. You have addressed
So let me just go back. Let me just round this up. That it's unheard. Spending, the same Sam Jojo gone to bail spending and gallivanting with it because they think he is innocent. And this same will say, I don't know he was arrested. I don't know he was this. And then you don't know this one was there trying to gaslight the public. No, the public are not confused. The public are beginning to see reality. They are seeing the light. Like, we need to know where you stand. In a tricky situation like this, you can't be there and out, giving an excuse that the only reason why you are in and out, acting like a spy is because you want to gather information. For what? Sitting in America and becoming what? A Jack Bauer. Who is this? We can't continue to deceive ourselves. This woman is not doing anything other than just ranting on social media, acting like he's writing petition and then be defending nonsense. Allow the police to do their job. If you have any problem with how anybody is arrested, it's at the moment, file a complaint in this stuff and let them focus on the murder case. Turning that to an issue is disgusting. There is nothing you want to say about anybody's arrest. There is a warrant of arrest on all of them. All of them. The person that feel like I don't want to be embarrassed is the person that went and said, let me go and submit myself. Because all my film part 1, part 2, part 3, can't even bat money. All my part 1, part 2, part 3, my publish here. Talaba my bad way. Town to our you to come and enjoy it.
Mr. Yomi, I got to feel your cook over here. Thank you for coming,
guys.
Mr. Yomi, we love you so much. Thank you.
Let me respond to you, Yomi.
Okay, hold on, please. Let me just ask Yomi one question. Yomi, thank you, sir. You actually read my mind because when you came on the platform, I was going to ask you about what you just surmised about the moles with regards to Sam Jojo. So I'm glad you proactively went there. Let me ask you this. Given your position, Mr. Yomi, knowing that you need funds to be able to do this work well, which I applaud you for, based on the experience you had with people in the past that sow seed into your foundation and then use that later on as a way of compromise, how are you going to mitigate and prevent this in the future, knowing that you need funds to be able to fight this justice? Someone can come from the enemy camp and give you money and donate and still use that to penetrate you like in the past. I am curious to understand, Mr. Yomi, what mechanism do you have in place to prevent that from happening again? Because as we know, there are a lot of double agent and moles planted among us. Please answer that candidly.
Thank you, sir. First and foremost, it's already a complex situation, because I have to have serious consideration on the public that are, bringing out this fund. From the inception, the public understand the nitty-gritty of operation like this, that this project will require money. And they know where and how they should traverse. And they raised fund. But unfortunately, to a con artist, somebody who is already accessory after the fact. And then when they put the lump sum there from the beginning, it was mismanaged. It was, done for a different purpose. So by the time Break the Silence Foundation was going to come in between, there is no way to start feasibility studies and say how much will be needed, how many lawyers will be needed, what are the things that we need to do. We'll just have to start approaching it one by one, because as at that time, there is no time to analyze what is the case all about. Everybody will bear me witness that I don't know much, but I have to start because there was no need for downtime. It's not time I have to say, let me take time to study. So now that I have known better, anybody supporting the foundation should note that you are supporting, you are funding based on the desire that the public are on this case to move this forward, not because I want my individuality to be known that I am doing this, that I will control you. And that's why I will say it clearly that you are free to donate. You are free to call and say, Mr. Let me send your account, let me support you with this. Don't bear in mind that you are doing it for a just cause. I will not be, be insensitive to when I notice that you are trying to obstruct justice. I won't be looking at any family member and saying, I support Mr. Yomi, I am Aloba, and then I see that you are already a serious person in this case. Like one of the police officers was telling me in Abuja that, Mr. Yomi, is there a way that we can avoid Baba Mohbad and not arrest him or do anything? And is he aware of the situation, the status I'm pursuing now? And I said to the officer, I said, I'm sorry. I am not interested in discussing anything latest with him. The last time I spoke with him was when I believed that he is a complainant and a victim. But now I am seeking entirely justice for Mohbad. He is the victim here. He's the one I'm trying to give a voice. So I am not interested in whatever position he is now, sir. And I'm doing that straight. The man said, I just want to ask if it is possible. I want to appeal. Can we avoid not arresting him or dragging him? I said, I don't know, sir. Just do your job. And if it traverses on him, so be it. Because there are so many gray areas and concerns, sir. He was accused of murdering Mohbad. He was accused of trying to manipulate the wife into carrying the fall alone. Openly on national TV. He has a son available to him. He didn't challenge that. They keep defaming and accusing themselves of serious crimes. They are avoiding it. He said, I don't know what is going on, sir. We want discreet investigation, and something is happening with this set of people. They are trying to use that Mohbad case to cause a lot of chaos, but people are not seeing it. So, and that was just me. That's just my position. So any attempt to support the foundation, which, if you ask me, I would rather think it's not going to be needing any serious financial support again. We are almost at the tail end. It is just for them to round up this investigation and send them straight to court. I don't want to know anything because it is important for prosecution to start. They must prosecute them before they use the dirty images that they have somewhere else to make the public to prosecute these people. And at the end of it, Mohbad will get justice, but more heads will have to roll. Innocent souls will have to go. That shouldn't be the way. They should go straight and prosecute because they know the fact. Most of these things that you people don't know, the report of the original investigation in Lagos would have stated clearly what is on Mohbad's body, what was found, why there was blood dripping 9 days after he was exhumed. All these things are things I'm spending, Damola, Abdullah, all of them know what happened. No a clear-cut pathway of a neutral person seeing Mohbad in the mortuary. Most of these things, original incident has been held on file. They know that Mohbad was a victim. They know something was done on Mohbad. Who will take responsibility? All of them are beginning to sound like broken cord. So at the end of the day, it is important that we all queue behind it. Let's pursue it. We will continue to pursue. But anybody donating should not expect influence. What this movement needs from the original onset is a credible human rights organization or a credible
Oh my God, what happened? Can you guys hear me? Hello? If you were in the box, please kindly send back requests if you're in the box. If you were in the box, those who were in the box, please.
Paparana, what happened now?
Who were in the box, please. Only those who were in the box. Only those who were in the box. Only those who were in the box, please. I don't know what happened, like sometime.
maybe what we do.
I don't know. Only those who were in the box should come up, please.
Papa,
One who is still.
are you cooking right?
I wasn't here. Me, I wasn't here. Oh, sorry, I wasn't here. I wasn't here.
Okay, you left the show on autopilot.
He didn't solve the puzzle.
You left your panelists on autopilot.
Mr. Yomi, question
And
for
I
you.
started tapping.
Let the hammer down.
I have a follow-up for you, Mr. Yomi, when you're done.
I don't know at what point I've already answered the question, Abi.
No. You done the justice to the question, Mr. Yomi. Yes.
Okay, so are you okay, Bevet? Are you okay with the answer?
Somewhat.
But I hope moderators, like as I said, there are some certain lines I don't want us to cross on this platform. I hope you guys can maintain that. In whatever
Yeah, we're fine.
I know I manage my platform.
You did justice to the question, but I was mostly interested in how to make sure that you prevent those penetration in the future.
You answered that already. Should I? Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me mute.
Where is Mr. Asholeke and Richmond?
Share this live stream, kick you guys out, and you guys were out of the live stream.
Yes, all of us were dropped from the panel.
No.
Yeah, it froze and then we were all dropped.
Sorry.
Mr. Sholake is not back, and Richie. Just give them some time before you request, please. Anybody that wasn't on the panel.
Okay, so let me just round up that Black Veils, trust me, if anybody is making an attempt to support the movement through the foundation, which of course is standard procedure, though what they are planning already now is to suffocate the NGO from getting funding, because apart from the fact that investigation is ongoing, if there is any way we can help the investigation to even extract or get serious digital evidence, we will. Not even when it's crystal clear that there is a genuine intention to go deeper into the investigation, better than what they have done in Lagos. Because the real fact of the case and things that will bring out the evidence was being parried by Lagos State investigators. They covered so many things and they avoid so many things, but it's looking like this can be done in this particular stage, at this stage, because it involves the higher authority. So if there is any way we can also cooperate with them as an NGO, non-governmental organization, it's allowed. They know all these things are attainable under the law. So we will do, if and when necessary, but it's just that coming out publicly to state what you need this stuff for is becoming a serious concern. And that is why we are already, finding other means. It's not because I'm trying to take away all other activists on the matter, no, or trying to take the glory, but because we are on ground and we have to deliver, and to deliver means that we don't have to make funding, as useful as it is, as also going to be the problem and the impediment that will be blocking our success and progress. So there are ways around it, and we are going to be getting better by being economical with our moves and steps, irrespective of the fact that even if we're going to be getting funding from the public or from this set of people, they won't know what we need it for. Instead of telling them, I've seen cases with this individual, tell her what you want to do, they will raise the fund, but they will go and block it. And they will still come to the public and castigate you that you're not making progress, or what is the story. So I've learned my lessons on that one, and it can happen. Anybody who is supporting should support genuinely and trust that I would not at any point come to hurt or lie to the public until we get that just. I won't do that. I would never do that. So all those.
Thank you, Mr. Yomi. Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So with all these recent developments, do you have a contact that is monitoring activities in Abuja so that this case does not become compromised, especially knowing that you are not readily available at the moment?
All right,
because because in Nigeria, if you have a case, you have to be available to monitor and to follow up. And if you're not going to be physically present, you must have somebody that is just as strong as you to hold forth while you are away.
Exactly.
How you I hope you have. I don't want you to give details. I just want to know if you have somebody.
I have to. It's not going to be details. It's just to give you an insight of what is happening. Okay. As you all are aware, one of the ways Mohbad is going to get justice is to quickly expose the investigating police officer. You could see clearly that immediately I noticed the compromise. That is how these people penetrate. So as we speak now, I have already written to the, filed a complaint against the IPO and asked that my lawyer should be substituted, that she should do more of interfacing with them, not me. She will report to me. But, the problem is every time any lawyer goes there, or if the lawyer is going to be going there every day, it will mean a whole lot of funding. You know what the thought means. So what I'm taking my time is, she can't be going back and forth. Like the way I would have done, I would have stationed myself there and be going every day. I want to know. But I'm getting faint, representation at the moment until I have enough funding to say, okay, for 2 weeks, I'm mobilizing you, take this, go every day, be on top of the case and let's know. So I'll work on that. Probably from next week, it will be day-to-day updates. So I apologize. I don't want to lie. I've told you I will not deceive the public. It's a very good question you ask, but I don't have somebody to be there constantly like I would have been because of, number one, funding, number two, it's just that stuff. So next week, I'm discussing with the lawyer. As soon as I have the funding available, I will say for 2 weeks, this is your mobilization. I want every back to back because she has our legal representation and stuff with them now. They know that's the person representing us. I hope you understand now.
Okay, thank you. Should I finish playing it? It's almost finished. Let's just finish it.
Yes, please. Thank you.
See, as I'm usual when I'm bill spending, and make confusion everywhere. Anybody, I think you all need to. I'm the one spending the money. You all need to take a deep breath and take a chill pill. You need to chill. Kemu belly see me ara yin kesu ke orun bí mo ṣe máa orun yẹn. Bí mo ṣe máa orun yẹn kesu ke orun yẹn kó kanlẹ̀ dáadáa. Ẹ ti block gbogbo èèyàn tán, moderators. It's all right. So, number one, I know nothing about spending's arrest. Number two, I know nothing about spending's release. But this is the first time I'm speaking to Sammy Jojo in about a month and a half or a month. We kept missing each other. On my platform, I do not believe spending is guilty. And I've said this before. Spending, Tori, if you need my number and you go to Watin has my number. Watin has my new number. Sammy Jojo has my number. Sammy Jojo has my number. And Sammy Jojo give you my number. And something happens to me thereafter. I do not believe Sammy Jojo is guilty or Watin is guilty. Because there are some people, for example, if you are looking for Watin's number, let's assume Crunchy Queen is looking for Watin's number. I know Crunchy Queen, I know Watin's, I know what they believe, I know little about them, and I provide phone number. Crunchy Queen, as numbers are Watin's really. And I'll call Watin's, Crunchy Queen, no need the number, or Crunchy Queen the number. And yeah, okay, auntie, no problem. How am I guilty? I don't see it. And I've always stood by that. I've always stood for spending. I've always stood for Prime Boy. I am not saying they are not, but I want to one in Ole Gongongo. They cannot torture spending the way they are torturing or the way they say they torture spending. Handcuffed in. All extremities, handcuffed. I whisked him away. Just like that. When Wumiti Okwekusuno that has given us even more different versions compared to spending, she's there doing rather. Okay? I don't believe it. Wumi no pa Mohbad lọ́dọ̀ tèmi. So anything short of Wumi is injustice. That's the problem.
What we bargain for.
You don't treat human being like that. Kefi handcuffs lọ́wọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Kefi whisk away. Even when people were saying, what for me escorts way back then, I told them it's no big deal. Even criminals needs to be treated with respect and dignity because they were once human first. They were first human being before they became whatever they are. Criminal, lawyer, doctor, whatever you are. Number one, our primary responsibility is humanity. That was why when they were dragging me, when I told them that if they give an escort to, when we moved Hush Puppy from the jail he was guarded with bulletproof vest. When you move criminal from one spot to another, you protect their rights.
Hush Puppy did not resist arrest. So, if he resisted arrest,
you have. That's why even in America,
You're saying something.
I said Hush Puppy did not resist arrest, and if Spendy resisted arrest, they will have no choice but to use force.
They are expecting invitation letter for Hush Puppy. They should have sent invitation to Hush Puppy.
Exactly. They'll have to apply force, I'm afraid. And if Spendy decided to take the fall for Wumi, it's his own cup of tea because we don't know the bargain between Spendy and Wumi. Spendy could have actually said, don't worry, you are our girl, I can take the fall for you, I can do this. And then he's getting what he deserves. We can't be having to want to kiss up to their asses.
Even
These children, they are liars.
TSL, what we don't even know, this woman should allow the day Mohbad was unalive to be established before you can exonerate anybody.
Okay, now.
If Mohbad was unalive on the 11th, certainly spending was around then. So what is the basis of now giving your nurse number? For what purpose? If Mohbad says my son died on the 11th, if Adurawu eventually will confirm that Mohbad was unalive on the 11th.
He said nobody saw. If anybody said they saw his brother.
No, and illegally he would. Well, legally he will. I'm telling you the honest facts today. He will. And immediately he is able to establish that. Then the question will be, Spending, you were there on this particular day. This incident that now being established, you were there. So how come?
That's why they say, be careful who you surround yourselves with. Because before you start having to act like them, you won't even know.
The highest truth that you people are not waiting for is that line from Baba Mohbad, that do the DNA, I will point to who by the alley that by Mohbad. You people might be thinking the alley was the old story and the script of maybe the old king somewhere. You will realize the alley was actually in that house. And the reason for that violent attack was probably because the young boy opened his mouth and said, I know you both are this and this. And then they felt like, at this point, there is no way. You can't escape. You guys should allow the real person that witnessed the issue to come out and testify and become the prosecutorial witness. Exactly. That is exactly what they are shielding Adura away from. Because one way or the other, the person that took, see all these things, I know better, but until they allow the police to do their job, they know what they have as a preliminary reports before they instituted action to arrest and pick all these people. They thought it was just a fresh investigation.
And another thing they all need to understand is, you see, when you write a petition, it doesn't mean that because you wrote a petition today that it will get sent to the same month, the same year. A petition sometimes can take 1 year, 2 years for them to actually see to it. So they need to stop having to scrutinize people's efforts. It's not nice. You know,
like I told you guys.
Also, you hang on, please. Baba Mohbad changed his statement to the 11th, which negates everything they have said about the 12th. So I'm thinking Baba Mohbad should also be called into questioning, because at first he said the 12th, and then he later went and changed his statement to the 11th, which, you know, just negates every other thing.
Exactly.
If Mohbad died on the 11th, then the whole story about the 12th is false. So them arresting everybody in the house, I don't think it's a bad thing, you know, if they're going to be questioning them afresh, because everything they have written in their initial statements would be confirmed to be a lie, because Baba Mohbad has stated now that his child died on the 11th. So the way this is going, Baba Mohbad himself may be called for questioning.
Of course, I'm pragmatist. Look at what Wunmi has been investigated around. Theft is part of it. An investigation made them to conclude that this person, somebody must have testified or somebody must have shown to them in the case file that they extracted from Lagos that there is an attempt or an act of theft or something that is very valid. So people are not looking at that. Is it me that would write petition and indicate that Wunmi stole something? I don't know whether she stole anything. You understand?
She stole the certificate.
It might be the phone. The phone
it could also be the phone. Yes.
I didn't want to.
It's the phone.
It could be anything.
It could be exactly.
Can I quickly say something? Also, Yomi, I didn't want to interrupt you when you were talking. Black Velvet asked you a question about what measures are you putting into place to avoid future penetration by people who have donated, like people donating to you, coming to ask you for questions and trying to sort of work with you. You didn't answer that question straight because you've not told us what measures you're putting into place. You only told us that you probably be looking your funding elsewhere. Also, in that same state, when you were talking, you gave mixed, and there was a mixed, I've forgotten the word I was going to use, mixed message. Your message was quite mixed. You said, at this point in time, we're coming to the end of the investigation, we'll not be needing funding. And in the same vein, you're saying everything needs funding. So you need to be direct and stop sending mixed messages because people are going to be like, but you said you didn't need funding. Now you're saying you need funding. So you need to be always direct when you're answering your questions and do not avoid sending.
I think that's your interpretation. Let me make it clear. This is very simple. I would be optimistic. I don't think the public should be continuously spending money. We must end this nonsense as quickly as we can. So if I tell you from the look of things, I don't think it will be necessary for funding again, so more like that, like the big bogus one we've gone through, that the case is almost going to an end, is because it's not really about money. But in this aspect of asking people to come and donate and how do they not penetrate, I don't have to sound like I'm proud or I'm being delusional and I say anybody that will block them off. No, I have to be very diplomatic and respectful, so to speak.
That's not the expected answer. My advice would be, if
pragmatic is a spontaneous question.
Okay, but
let me respect even the experts themselves.
Let me make a suggestion which may answer that question. So my suggestion is, obviously, you are open to public donation. You still require public donation, no matter how little, because the case has not ended. So you still be requiring funding to press forward. That's number one. So
it's okay for you to say that. That question is an ambush.
Let me finish. Okay. Are you saying you do not need funding anymore? We should stop donating?
The NGO is working.
We actually don't deviate to something else.
Pragmatist.
I'm not deviating.
Let's not talk about donations now.
Money is the tool they are using.
At the end of the day, even if you put people in through screening, if they are a mole, they're going to remain mole. People can bring money and they bring it genuinely. While moles, they can pretend to be what they are not. You just have to take people's word for it, really. It's not, are you a soothsayer? How are you going to know if people are mole? If anybody bring money, and we get to find out later that they are mole, 10 kobo, they're not going to get them back.
Yeah,
even if you bring money, I've answered it.
You don't even know where I'm going.
If you bring the money, I won't include you in investigation process.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So, TSA, you don't even know where
I've answered that long time ago.
Yeah, I understand where you're going.
Somebody asked the question. Why didn't you tell the person not to deviate? Somebody asked the question. And I'm trying to make a suggestion. And
we've deviated from what we're listening to.
Wait. Yomi just answered it now. He said that even if they donate, he's not going to allow them in the investigation. And that's a good answer.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, but I answered earlier too, but maybe you didn't pick that line.
No, it's because of the sensitivity of discussing money and Yomi.
No. Somebody asked him that question because he talked about money. Okay. So it's not about deviation or sensitivity. We have to be open. We have to be
Okay.
open.
I'm just being diplomatic
That's
in that
fine. It's
response
been
because
answered. Mr.
that's the part they will
Yomi,
cut.
you have already answered.
Let's
Leave
move on.
it. Thank you. Let's move on. Okay. Should we finish the recording?
Please.
They have respect for dead bodies. Not in Nigeria, but a Zoom Mohbad with no respect or dignity. That's not how you treat people. You treat human being with respect first. Even when it don't jolly, even when it don't buy. That was why Kofi had problem with me when I was speaking on behalf of Wunmi, that Wunmi has the right to have an escort if she felt the public is going to harm her. Because we have rights to protect life. Number one, that was wrong to have done that. Number two, Sammy Jojo, 100%, these are my team members. 100% correct. Petition is an invite. If they have invited you once, twice, 3 times, they give you long rope, you don't show up, then they can get a warrant of arrest. Even at that, you do it professionally. Oh, le moyen, to ba je pe eni yen was found non guilty o ti handcuffs lọ́wọ́, handcuffs lẹ́sẹ̀, fi segbe toilet. You have to pay them ransom. Here, you pay them money. Because you took away part of their life, existence in life. Same thing they did to Prime Boy. When Wunmi petition Prime Boy, Prime Boy lost sign.
This cry in the public, they need to go and write. Let them sue the police for maltreating him. I don't know why they are crying to the public. This is just like crying over, I don't know. You know, people when they speak English, when I talk,
it's distraction to look like, to make it look like they are on top of the matter.
Yeah, this is just like this emotional blackmail, man. What they need to do, write to the police if you think they mishandled spending, whoever that is taking it personal, write to the police.
Those who claim those who claim they are the ones that arrested spending, they should provide the video of how he was arrested and how he was.
You don't even need to see the video. Their nosiness is too much.
We saw the one of Damola now. When Damola was arrested, we saw how it was all civil. There was no.
You just don't want them to question spending. Any attempt to get to spending, the truth will be unraveled. They just want it to be. He gave number, let him go. Is that how? Is that how the case happened? Is that number is secondary to what? The giving the number is secondary to an incident. And if spending is not coming through out and say the truth how the incident happened, the role he played, and the role he might have played that actually caused the original fatality, he can't be exonerated yet. And this woman, she's just far away, miles away, trying to tell the police how to do the job. If the court in Lagos is holding spending, the FCID in Abuja are thinking he is a person of interest. You can't just be gaslighting the public and saying the only thing he did is drop the number. You can't do that to the sensitivity of the Nigerian public. And then coming to public and rant about how he was arrested, how another person is arrested.
And if they are even going to even complain, you have to complain with an evidence. Have they actually seen a video of spending being dragged?
Evidence.
I thought, come on, Supreme should really know better because of her profession. You know, she should know better because she always say, I don't speak without facts. So, Supreme, please speak with facts. Do you have the video? You need to be careful, Mama. Come on now. And you come up, may you come, they talk. All of now, they comment section, they write nonsense here.
To our handcuff and handcuffed him to the chair.
And again, handcuffing a suspect is not actually a torture or a criminal act. It's to restrain the suspect from hurting himself or the people that are putting them into custody. So I don't know why they are making a mess of all of this.
Exactly. And another thing, if for them to even apply that, sometimes you don't know what that person is on. If they see that maybe they are on something, they have no choice but to put handcuff. It's protection, like you said, against themselves and others around them. So for them to have applied that, we don't know. Until you write to the police to find out the reasons why he was handcuffs, you don't really have a say about it. I'm sorry.
It's standard procedure all over the world, Daddy.
No, but somebody said earlier on this platform that Spending actually resisted, and even one of the police officers was
police. Yeah, I saw it.
But we don't know. We don't have the proof.
We don't have the proof.
If they have that proof, they should show us. So we're sure why Spending was arrested with force.
Even it is practice here in the UK. If you start having to resist arrest, they will throw you on the floor, twist your hand to your back, and put an handcuff.
It's standard procedure.
Yeah.
With a little degree of force. When you resist arrest, it's always advised, don't resist arrest. If you resist arrest, they have been trained to apply degree of force to put you into holding. So,
see, we were on this platform when Queen came and said she was the one that sent, what's his name, Sam Jojo to Abuja to go and bail Spending. But today, Sam Jojo is talking as if it was on his own honor.
They are deceiving all of you.
They just want their name to be heard. They just want an accolade. That is what it is. Self-glorification.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's too much for these people. I don't even know why Supreme will even give her platform to somebody like Sammy Jojo when she know his history.
Don't worry. You know, this Supreme, one time like that, while I was in the UK, was bragging that Wunmi will be arrested and taken to Abuja. She was not talking about invitation then. She was saying, don't worry, Wunmi will be arrested and she'll be taken to Abuja. I will give you the breaking news. She was gallivanting with it. She was not talking about due process of invitation. I don't know if people remember those moments when she was saying that Wunmi will be arrested. Wunmi will be arrested. Even the one she's doing now, saying Wunmi look by Mohbad. She has not come out to go show us proof. If you know Wunmi by Mohbad, you cannot know better than Spending. So on what basis are you coming up with that assertion? So Wambe better than Spending. So if Spending that you're saying is innocent should not be, then where did you get your information from?
Also, did you hear Sammy Jojo saying that Wunmi was not invited when we saw the invitation letter?
Mr. Fataya, because this is the reason why I'm saying I think Supreme is overlooking. You know, sometimes when you get yourself entangled with all these con artists, before you start acting like them, you won't even get to realize it. You know, we saw the letter now. We read it together here, myself and Azoflex. We read it together. We were here till late last night. Hey?
Yeah. The problem was that when I came out to speak in the first instance, they brainwashed people to say I was lying. That there are two petitions that the police are working from. In the same case, same investigation, same victim. I said it's on hard. These people know. And when they are going to coming up with their own source of investigation, they said it's 2004 petition. I said, can you imagine? And the directive to go and lift the case file came up in 2025 through the directive of the presidency. The presidency is the office of a president. If they want to appoint minister, office of presidency. If they want to communicate with any embassy, of presidency. If they want to appoint chief of army staff, presidency. Now it comes to a serious case like murder that the nation is looking into. They're saying it can't be presidency. And now this woman is now coming up to tell you that she doesn't know that this guy went to Abuja to go and release Spending. But at the end of the day, he is in your team. You don't know about the arrest. You also don't know when they went to go and release. But you are defending and fighting for how he was being arrested. And this guy went there. Who funded him? Somebody that doesn't have job. They are only deceiving all of you. These people, you don't know what they are up to.
No, it was Queen that funded it. Queen.
The question is, if Queen is not part of the team, they didn't contact the team leader. Mm-hmm. They just go and take bail of somebody who
is a slave. He have many masters. Somebody like that you want to meet.
He has many bosses. That's the
point. What is the difference between the sentiment of Queen Alaja and Supreme or Spending? Same sentiment.
It's the same, man.
So what's with this view?
Queen Alaja and Supreme are not friends. So there was a time they were going about trying to sue each other.
When the point is, you guys don't know what is going on yet.
Okay.
All these things until you allow this social media is making a mess of your stuff. Under serious criminology and proper dispute, you can't allow these people in a serious investigation again.
But they are fruits, you shall know them.
No, you can't. The selective justice is never justice.
Okay, let's just quickly finish playing this. It's almost done. Maybe about 2 minutes.
One petition, no. What am I going to say? It is what it is. That's what happened. The police of Bansi or wherever they used to sign, you don't do that. You don't do that. Now, if I'm saying this, I want Lord to be Kunle Joseph, anti-justice in it. Only one I cannot help your destiny. I'm sorry. I cannot help your destiny. I won't be any Kolobaja and let you on school. Because me, I know the right thing or the right things, as the case may be. Why will you do such a thing to the guy? Why? At least we have clarified it now. Your Mikolo arrest in Mohbad, no arrest in spending. I think that was also in the public.
That's the bone of contention. That's the reason of this problem.
So now we got the clarity. I know if I had been able to speak to these people, I would have gotten the clarity before that. I'll call them sometimes later tomorrow just to get more of what is going on.
The matter is the truth of the matter is
number 2.
Okay. You want
I was just going to say that the truth of the matter is that her sense of reasoning or judgment is just being distorted by the hate and the personal issues she has with certain people.
Yeah.
So it's not like she doesn't know, the truth, or she doesn't know what needs to be done, or she doesn't know that Spending's arrest is not unlawful. It's just that her sense of judgment or reasoning at this time is distorted because she doesn't agree with certain people. So that's all I
that's
see.
Clear.
All this one that she's saying, let me quickly correct her so that in case she's listening. When the whole case started, Break the Silence Foundation mobilized for the arrest warrants of all these individuals, including, I'm saying this now so that people can hear, including search warrants. That in case that they need to even search them, whenever they found them, or go to the house to search, we made provision for that. And the investigation activity, was ignited. And I have given enough evidence to show that we trailed Spending. He was meant to be arrested. The police that we mobilized from Abuja, that landed in Lagos, put them in hotel, transported them to Sabo police station to arrive legally and seek the assistance of the DPO, whose station is 3 minutes away from Sabo High Court, to pick Spending. And the woman, the IPO, began to make a merry-go-round. She made a detour. She refused to come and effect the arrest, insisting that my own tactical team and strike team should do the job and deliver to them. And then I made a complaint to Abuja. Now, this is what this IPO did. This is unprofessional. This is unheard. And then I don't know what happened, whether they told her, don't return to Abuja without that suspect that you tried to parry. So along the line, I think probably she contacted the Arifa or whoever they contacted and say, we're in big problem. Where can we get this Spending? Because we were trying to avoid this so that you guys, none of these guys could be arrested. But now it's serious stuff. They found a way to now go and arrest Spending. And then they took him down. Because it is now evident that this is now becoming a serious melee. All these people do is they will sink themselves into a serious case with the help of one stupid petition. They say we are also seeking justice. But it's to penetrate the investigating team, probably pay them, do something to look the other way, and they will be saying, oh, powerful people are in it, they can't get justice. Mohbad will never get justice. That is the work these people are doing. This is the job they are doing. Is to give passage to the key people that will lead us to the truth. and be finding an escape route for them. So if they can't get the principal or prosecutional witness, you can't get to the real perpetrator. And that is what they are doing. And that is the situation of things now. You people should understand. Attempt to remove Adura, spending, getting them to be prosecuted or to speak the truth. They cannot testify against the real perpetrator. They know what happened to Mohbad, but who did it? The investigation and prosecution needs somebody to say, I was there. This is the person that did it. So when they start blocking the people that will say, I saw this, then they will be able to get to the perpetrator. So the role this woman is playing is to take Adura, spending, and say, just let's find an excuse for them. Provided the evidence has been taken away, the witness must be protected. If the prosecution witness is protected and taken away with fundamental human rights story, they can't even pin it on the perpetrator. That is their tactics. And that is what I want you all to know in this investigation. This is an organized crime. These people are syndicates. That is why you will see she's saying Adura must be protected. Now she's spending. And these are the key people that we needed. They must be able to testify because the person that committed the crime can only confess. But we need somebody to say, the judge needs somebody to say, I was there and this is the person that did it. And these are the people that these people are playing double agent on. Let's use the public funding and we are fighting justice to sink ourselves into the case and remove these people from the case. So I hope you understand better now.
Yeah, eyewitness account is superior to any evidence.
Even they've deleted the evidence. And that's why
I'm saying eyewitness account is also very
important. So that's what they are doing. That's what they are doing. You should wake up from your slumber. Wake up from your slumber.
Who told you that we are sleeping? Are you talking to me or talking to?
It's a general talk now.
Okay. Let's finish this. It's about 50 seconds.
He has taken Sam Jojo was part of the people that stood for Shorty for him, and it's okay.
Do you hear that?
Bí ìgbà tí wọ́n ní wọ́n mú Dàmọ́lá, ṣebí wọ́n accuse Yomi tí Dàmọ́lá sọ pé Yomi ṣẹ́jú sóhun, Yomi lòun fẹ́ gba lọ́ọ̀yà fóun, people were dragging Yomi. Money, it's if you are an activist, you have to protect human rights. So tí Yomi bá tún fẹ́, even tó bá mọ ọlọ́pàá bá wọn níbí báyìí tó bá lọ sí court, the court will tell you if you don't have the lawyer, the court has the right to give you a public defendant. So it's the right thing to do. So for Yomi now, Yomi tó ń gan fúnra rẹ̀ fẹ́ gba lawyer fún Dàmọ́lá, even though Dàmọ́lá declined, ó mọ̀ náà pé tí Sammy Jojo bá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀lì spending, it is within spending's fundamental human right to be bailed. You are not supposed to hold somebody more than 24 hours or 48 hours without.
Can I quickly correct that? Can I correct that?
So
it's almost done. Wait. Almost done. Wait. Let me just finish. I'm not going to deny him. And it's very good.
Where's this next? I don't know what we are becoming next. Let me quickly.
Okay, it's done. No, it's done.
Okay, now first and
foremost, the end.
This woman is just trying to make a mess and gaslight the public. I don't go to the station for the first time. I didn't meet Adura in the police command. And when I saw Damola that was brought up, I saw a very skinny young boy. I saw the way he was trying to say, I did it. And nothing was shown to me. And I realized that this guy will be charged to court and they will be forcing him to plead because they will be asking him, they brought charges against you. Are you guilty or not guilty? So I said, I don't know what is happening to this young guy. You need to allow him to have a lawyer to represent him. Does he have a lawyer? They said, no, they gave him a form. He doesn't. I said, well, he has access, he has right to lawyer. OPD is there, Office of a Public Defender. Or if he doesn't have a lawyer, for the sake of justice, we can always arrange for you because I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know you. I don't know why you're trying to take this fall. This is a murder case. Do you know what you are doing? The guy was just looking at me. I said, where are your family? You want to take a fall into something that might even throw you into gallows for the rest of your life. So that was the only way I suggested that you cannot present this guy without a lawyer and he will take the oath fall. Don't use this guy to obstruct justice. And if he plead guilty, that will be the end of his story. He say, yes, I'm guilty. And they will say, now it's him that did it. And I don't want that to happen. And I don't want them to ambush or to, diversify the case in that way. That was the only reason why I suggested that. Not going to say, I want to like the way this one would live and say he's not guilty. I don't say he's not guilty. Let me go and grant him bail. This woman is just deceiving all of you. It's not making any sense. You understand? Why would I schedule to him and I'm dragging him up and down? I scheduled to him. He found his way to Kirikiri. I scheduled to him. I scheduled stuff him ni Ogomboni. Shebi ni mo schedule stuff him Logombo. Emi ni mo schedule stuff him so we can do a lot competition. All these things are just is absurdity. Adura should never be in the place to write petition to the commissioner of police that I have video evidence of how Mohbad was murdered and I sold it to Damola and Damola is trying to swindle people with it. Does it make any sense? You kept an evidence in your phone for a year. You didn't tell us, and you're now saying you sold it, that we should go and arrest person that is trying to be. It's not making any sense. I said both Damola and Adura should be here, should be charged to court. We have gotten justice from that. That's the truth. And you are making it look like it's Adura. It's not Adura. It's Damola. All these things. This is a false person for heaven's sake. But I don't know who he was then. I don't know whether he's been threatened, whether they are trying to brainwash him. I don't know what was the situation then. I said he need a legal representation. I'm only speaking the language of human rights, not taking unnecessary action like, okay, he's innocent. I never said he's innocent or he should not be punished. But he needs a legal representation, not the one that this woman is saying around. So
I don't think he understood what you were trying to tell me.
She's just trying to deceive people. So that's what I've just explained now.
Okay, that's fine. Paparano. Papa, are you sleeping? Paparano, I think he's gone to bed. I actually wanted to bring up another issue. I don't know if Paparano will allow us to go ahead with it. And that is the publication that Aloba posted today in The Guardian.
Which of the Alobas?
Baba Mohbad.
What was in there?
Said, drop our name. Mohbad's family tells his widow. Can I quickly read it?
Go ahead, please. It's very important too.
Okay. The family, is everyone hearing me?
Yes.
Okay. The family of the late Nigerian singer Ileriolu Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, has asked his widow Wumi to stop using the Aloba surname while insisting that she must conduct a DNA test.
Oh, I think that's an old thing. I've heard.
No, it's
something
today.
Like that.
It's today.
Also, they must have done it again.
The family of the late Nigerian singer, popularly known. Okay, so Wumi to stop using the Aloba surname while insisting that she must conduct a DNA test to prove the paternity of her son. The family, in a statement jointly signed by the head of the Aloba family and the principal member of the family, Adedara Aloba and Joseph Aloba, respectively, on Monday, noted that the decision was made to ensure that justice is served, the truth is uncovered, and those responsible held accountable. To resolve the lawful structure for managing all matters relating to Mohbad's estate, the family appointed Samuel Ajewole Aloba, Engineer Ayodele Razak Famuyiwa, and Mrs. Alonge Ibuku Oluwaseun Aloba as administrators of the estate. The family noted that one position has been reserved for Mohbad's widow, Ms. Cynthia Wumi Adebanjo, if a court-ordered DNA test lawfully confirms that her son, Liam, is the biological child of the late singer. These administrators are authorized to immediately apply for letters of administration from the probate registry to lawfully manage all estate assets, including royalties, bank holdings, real and personal property, and musical intellectual property. The family also directed the administrators to take appropriate steps through the council to recover and protect the singer's musical royalties, earnings, and intellectual property rights, including his estate. The statement read in part, for the avoidance of doubt, no statutory or customary marriage was contracted between the late Mohbad and Cynthia Wumi Adebanjo, as the required Yoruba traditional rights, payment of the bride price, were never completed. While acknowledging that an introduction took place and plans for marriage existed, the family formally requests that Cynthia Wumi Adebanjo cease using the surname Aloba in public or private records until lawful confirmation of paternity is obtained and the family gives approval. Nonetheless, if the DNA test confirms that Liam is Mohbad's son, the family will recognize both mother and child within the estate administration process. The family also announced the appointment of Oladayo.
Sorry, Azoflex. They contradict themselves. They say make you stop to they use their name, and now they are saying that they were acknowledged after the DNA. Are they okay? They can't even tell her to stop.
They said that. No, they said that
if after the DNA is conducted,
and the confirmation of that the family gives approval.
It's not them that will give her. It's not them that will give her the approval. Look, whether legally or traditionally, she was married to Mohbad, and because Mohbad did not see anything wrong with her having to keep her name, Mr. Aloba, he doesn't have the right
TSL. They're saying they were not married. They're saying that they did not complete the bride price.
TSL.
If you do not pay bride price, you're not married.
Then, if you remember the CTC, when they asked her for her name in court, she addressed herself as Omomi Cynthia Adebanjo.
Yes, I remember. But
she didn't call herself Aloba. And when they asked her, also when they asked her if she was legally married to Mohbad, she said no.
Exactly.
That they are traditional marriage. So these people are just reiterating.
Even the traditional marriage.
But she said traditional marriage, right?
No, the family is now denying that. They're saying they never paid her bride price.
They said they didn't complete the process.
Oh, they didn't complete it. Okay. Then if they didn't complete it,
they said, okay, let me read that again. They said,
okay.
The statement read in part, for the avoidance of doubt, no statutory or customary marriage was contracted between the late Mohbad and Cynthia Wumi Adebanjo, as the required Yoruba traditional rites, in bracket, payment of bride price, were never completed.
Okay.
Now, the last paragraph. The family also announced the appointment of Oladayo Ogungbe Esquire of Ogungbe and Ogungbe attorneys as the sole and official legal representative of the family in all matters relating to the DNA case and the estate of late Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad. Furthermore, the family has also unanimously agreed that Dr. Wahab Shitu of Wahab Shitu San & Co. shall continue to represent the family in all engagements and communications with investigative authorities concerning the ongoing inquiry.
This is the reason why, because I've listened to something like this before. I think I have read it. I'll try and look in my.
I think they just talked. Yes, they have written something like this before.
Yeah.
But what they did was they now appointed administrators and put in this publication. Do you understand? And they also.
So in terms of family matters, they have another legal team for the family.
Yes, they have another legal team, which is the Ogungbe and Ogungbe.
Is Sanshitu.
Okay.
And then Sanshitu will be for other things, inquiry into the
the criminal matters like the
yes.
And all of that.
The family, however, stated that a new burial date and memorial plan for Mohbad will be announced in due course after the completion of all internal and legal processes regarding the DNA matter.
Ezuflex, you know,
yes,
Dara Aloba, could that be Mama Mohbad's name?
No, she's Bossede.
Mama Mohbad is Olu
Bossede.
Olubisi or Oluniyi or something.
Olamuyi. Adiola Abosede Olamuyi abi.
Oluniyi.
But I think Blessing's name is there.
The Blessing's name is there. Alonge something.
Muiwa's name is there.
Muiwa's name is there. So we don't know who this Adedara Aloba is. And there's another Samuel Ajewole Aloba.
You see the way they are pressing about this DNA. I wish this is what they, this is how they pressing regarding the what happened to Mohbad. I would have
In the
really, really
house.
loved this family. Yeah, in the house, because look at the way they're like, don't answer our need. But they are not doing anything about what happened to their son. All
Alonge,
they
it
want
looks like
is what
Ibuku is
he worked
Alonge.
hard
Maybe that's her
for.
married name. Alonge, because the Alonge came up where they put Ibuku.
TSL, whether they
But
press
Ibukun is blessing, isn't it?
Yes, Ibuku is blessing, yes.
whether they press for justice for Mohbad or not, it is going to happen with or without.
Right.
But you
And
guys,
if they are complicit, then they will have.
you didn't observe that Adura is not part of those in it. They
No.
remove Adura's name.
They have disowned Adura.
So you guys
Adura himself disowned them now since.
Yes, exactly. Vice versa.
So why would they put another person when there is blessing? So there is something that they are telling us with that.
Or maybe they didn't put it as Adura. Maybe the other name is actually Adura. Maybe that's the other name.
No, Shadrach, Adura.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Shadrach.
But do they have the right to actually deprive him from his brother's?
You don't know what they know now. Emma would see family.
The family can decide to put anybody. I mean, if they can decide.
Family members.
Adura will have to contest it too.
They can't contest it. Family matter.
Administrators, not beneficiaries.
Oh, okay then.
If they're saying he's excluded from being a beneficiary,
okay, Adura is not included.
Yeah.
Okay, you can only have 3. But why are they putting external people instead of Adura? And
because is not in Nigeria. When they need to sign, how will he sign anything? They're just
they'll fax it to him and then he'll scan it back.
But now that they're even putting Ayodele for Muyiwa, that's still Muyiwa now. This Muyiwa, we need to investigate him.
They be like saying I be Papa Mohbad. I know.
Be like saying Papa Mohbad, they want something.
I be they borrow spam from her.
They want something.
Wahala.
So that's what it is right now. So they had this publication today, maybe yesterday in Nigeria, because the date on it is 12th November.
So it's today.
Yeah. Actually, the first time I read it was like 4 hours ago. So it was actually posted in Guardian. Is in Guardian newspapers. So
let's look for it.
So I don't know if you guys want to say something about this insistence that Wunmi should stop using their name.
Well, they're within their right to do so.
And that this one that they have now come out to say they didn't complete any marriage rights, not even traditional now.
So if Wunmi has a video where they were paying her bride price.
What's on the headline, Azuflex, please?
The headline?
Yes, please.
Drop our surname. Mohbad's family tells his widow.
Thank you.
Check for Guardian NG.
Let me check.
It's there. I'm reading it from Google, from online. So, these people, they have something up their sleeves. I think there's another fight that has just come up.
Mohbad are just a pity.
I think they have a new fight that has come up. That's why they are now fighting Wunmi. And I think it has to do with this DNA. And the fact that she didn't show up yesterday, because this is today's publication now. And they're insisting that unless the DNA is done.
She is in Abuja. How would they expect her to show up?
Well, some people are claiming that she's not in any Abuja, that she's in her house. These people. When we started this Justice for Mohbad, Mr. Yomi, and we were discussing about legal marriage, valid marriage, marriages that are acceptable in Nigeria and everything. We even thought she was traditionally married. And we said, look, even though the marriage is valid, when it comes to legal matters, your marriage must be registered at the registry or at the customary court. I've been a lie. Because if you just go and do one parlor marriage like that, if you have legal issues, that marriage will not be legally recognized though.
Apparently, it wasn't registered.
It wasn't registered because traditional marriage is acceptable in Nigeria, but it has to be registered in a customary court.
Customary court, yeah.
And the customary court will issue you a certificate, a marriage certificate.
The
That's
kind of
what people
education they
use.
should pay attention to, they will not.
They won't.
To go and form one Temi platform and be shouting, cutting, that's what they will be paying at.
Yeah.
Instead of them to listen to people like you, so that you guide them. Little information that will save their future, that lie. Now to open leg.
As we are talking here now, trying to educate people, they'll be cursing us on other platforms now, abusing us for saying this.
As you say, they call you, you can't fuck them, you know fuck.
I'm not in that matter. When Mr. Yomi, I don't engage myself in all those your talk.
Mr. Yomi, somebody came into my DM and she tried to want to leave her 2 cents insult there, but I blocked her off. Regarding your matter, they're like, whoa, why did I had a say on what went down? I didn't really want to entertain it, so I just blocked her ass.
Went down where?
Now, regarding this thing where you just talk so. Now, what happened recently now, that Kele.
Which Kele?
Kele, now that dirty Kele.
Say when I like to believe anything quickly on this stuff.
No, I did not even believe in it. So when she came out to speak, and I thought, look, she's very dirty. And then I guess she heard me on one of the platforms, and then she came into my.
And put her inside their wallet.
The point is,
and then she came into my DM and said, "Oh, I can't even remember what she said now because I saw it as nonsense." So I blocked her ass off. Like
the point is this: TSL. What they want me to do, number one, 2 things which are very sensitive. As an actor, you don't like to be entangled with anything sexual abuse, whether true or not. You don't want your name to be involved. Secondly, there is no way, even if I had sex with her, they won't expect me to come to public and bring down a woman. It's easy for anybody to say, oh, she's dirty, she's low.
Oh,
but she's somebody's mother. And she's somebody's girlfriend or mother. So I was careful not to enter that trap. Because the only tool she's using is she forced herself to be escaped with me when Radis's staff were taking me through the back door. That she's also a person of interest to those assassins outside. That no, they must take me along with her. I didn't have time to even process it. That why is she forced? But I just felt like, oh, maybe she's been saying so much. Because he said, I've said too much. They are going up after me too. They are waiting for me. Don't make it look like it's only Yomi that you are interested in. And the security and every other person said, okay, let's them escape both of us together. And of course, there is no way they will escape us. Will they drop us on the street? They have to take us to where we're going to be safe and they keep us in another hotel. Okay, stay here. When everything is clear, you people can go. And I was careful enough to record everything that happened. I get what I'm saying? Because when I begin to see traces, I said, from what I see, what happened in this place, they will use it against me. Just the way I recorded the arrest of Damola, you know what would have happened if there was no video of arrest of Damola. The way they would have painted me and those police officers, by now, they won't be talking about the murder case that they investigated them on. They will be saying their right was abused. And knowing that I'm an activist and a human rights activist, they will be bringing allegation of fundamental human rights. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Like the one they are bringing on base spending.
And they are not able to pin on you. When these people start talking, these are double agents, moles. You know what they are doing. They will be speaking and they will be castigated. You will like, oh my God, and people want you to respond, and how you respond is very crucial. So everybody to swarming by and they paid all of them. I want to only one belly. They twisted it. I didn't drop any 200,000. The money I dropped is not up to 60,000 naira. They said it's 200,000. Okay, even if I drop 200,000 and you return it back.
The only thing I can tell you, Mr. Yomi, is that it was good that you recorded the lady while she was with you. And when you played it, that shut down a lot of narratives. And any other thing is grappling with straws. I don't want us to dwell. I don't want us to dwell on it. Because, please, I don't want us to discuss it. Let's go back to justice for Mohbad. That one is
all those things they are saying, it will come to fall. I get the thing.
Yeah.
Come to further, why are you defaming this person? Why are you saying this? You mean the phone? I the phone was over. So
Yeah, sorry I brought the topic up. It was just I don't even know why we
no, it's
brought.
okay. It's part of it's part of it now.
Yeah, you know, because she came into my DM. Oh, why were you talking about it? I thought, excuse you, you are the one that brought it to the public. So we talked about it. And then when I saw her like writing nonsense there, I thought that I'm too old and ugly enough.
Just ignore and block those kind of people.
Oh, that's
There's
why I
no
did.
need for all this discussion. I mean, we're here for justice for Mohbad,
Just
and
block her ass
anything that
off.
is related to justice for Mohbad
I
is
don't
what
have time for nonsense.
not all of us are interested in the other leg of the transactions that people engage in this justice for Mohbad.
Yeah,
Some of us are just
I'm not even
strictly here
causing
for
to
justice.
Jesus. My dear sister, human rights ni mo ń ṣe women rights.
It's
So
okay.
báwo ni mi ṣe dé lápíopíó? Báwo ni mi ṣe dé gbádùn ara
That
mi?
is for those of you that came to justice for Mohbad to also have Alapiopo as added.
Ezu Flakes, when she mistake, I'm an actor. There are people that would have interest, even if I'm having hunchback. If you're a star, you're a star. If you're a celebrity, you're a celebrity. Whether you like me or you don't like
I
me,
don't have
it's
a problem
secondary.
with it. I'm just saying that let's not mix it with justice.
There is no, my dear sister. Even if you are, even people on war front, it's even people on war front, soldiers on war front. Toba taye bá gbà wọ́n, wọ́n máa rúnra wọn. So, face.
You don't understand. You see, some of us are not really engaged in that angle. That you on this platform now, as we are talking now, you are the only one that is involved in that aspect of
Maybe because the
justice.
secret of others have not come out on this place. Why
But
you
as
in a
I
hurry?
now, yeah, it's only your own secret that is out.
No, it's my own secret. Now, whatever they are doing, and it's not even a secret. It's just blackmail. What I'm just telling you is that you might even think you people are innocent or saints here. It depends on where you people are. But people that are having physical contact with themselves, whatever happens is not an
You
abomination
see,
or aberration.
I must first of all commend you for being well
It's not
guarded.
a forbidden thing anyway.
I mean, no. I'm not saying it's.
If both parties show interest on each other, I don't see anything wrong with that.
I'm even trying to commend Mr. Yomi because you see, even Papariano, a lot of pressure on him too, and he's been well guarded. And you see, when you're in this kind of course, and you see the way they're throwing mudslings from every angle, and you think that all of us are facing the same direction, but some people, we have moves amongst us. We have people who want to pull everybody down. You have people whose major aim is to make sure that Mohbad does not get justice and that everybody's effort will go to waste. So when you have those kind of people and they're using every means to try and derail this cause, then those of you that are in the front lines, you have to be more guarded than, you see, there are loads of women out there. You don't need the girls on TikTok.
Even out there too, anybody can be an instrument. What you don't know that these people are just dirty.
You are not, see, Mr. Yomi, you are not a child. You have your own circle. You have your own circle of influence.
You know there was a recording before.
I beg go. Let's
The only problem with those that went
I didn't want to
start
discuss
castigating.
Please, let's change this topic.
Wait. Let me just round this up. The problem that is with you people is that you actually thought Yomi was not guarded. You were not patient enough. You people judge fast.
Nobody judge you.
Wait, say. When you people say, Yomi is the beginning, when you later realize that, oh, this guy actually protected himself. Down, everybody now, turned down. Because you need to roof and it in the eye of the storm.
No, not me. I just said
It's not us. He's not talking to me now. But you can't be talking to us as if we are the ones.
But you
can't. We are the ones discussing with you. And you are saying you.
Yeah. Because what
I said
this thing is going to be recorded. I'm an actor, I'm a director. Speech is to be my law, my first
Look, people, everybody have their own purpose of being here. So she said be one sell market. It's just that you not come by, All of them, all of us were there. A lot of people, they know their reasons why they are in this.
Even what people should have understand is that why at that crucial moment, Why?
Okay, let me use style and change the topic. So this DNA thing that they were really hammering on, and they went to court yesterday, and the Wunmi and her lawyer were not present, even though people on her support team are saying her lawyer was there. In fact, the Aloba lawyer wanted to file a new request or a new application or whatever that means. But Rich Grace, when she came out, she only told us that they didn't show up. And there was nothing they could do other than to adjourn the case till 2nd of December. So we don't even know who is telling the truth or who is not telling the truth again, because it's a family court. So it's not everybody that is allowed to go in. But Aloba was there with his lawyer.
Estate in here. Estate it hang.
Samples have been collected.
Musical estate hang.
You said what?
I do not think samples have been collected. So whether the lawyer was there or not, they would have adjourned the case.
Oh, samples have been collected?
I said I do not think.
Oh, okay.
I do not think it's been collected. So whether they're there or not, I mean, the fact that they've not collected the samples.
Pragmatist. So you mean that all this while?
But I thought this was the result they thought they were going to read on the 11th. We haven't
heard anything about samples. But we know.
Okay, what were we expecting yesterday?
So they gave an order and to get the samples and then get the DNA done. And then if there's a direction from the court for them to go and get the samples taken and the DNA done, obviously, the date of the next hearing will be
announcement.
Yes. Yeah. So the sample, whatever the results is, will be sent to the courts, and then the court will read out the results and then make a judgment, or pronounce a judgment. Say, okay, according to this DNA results, blah blah blah, I announce that, or I that.
Yeah, you're right on that. Probably samples was not collected.
So if samples were not collected, so I mean in the courts, I mean you don't waste the court's time. If the samples were actually collected and the results had been sent to the court, whether her representative was there or she wasn't there, whatever, I think
the court would have declared it.
No, they won't. They won't. When
they will read it when all parties
must be there.
Okay,
if you're invited, they might do it on they'll give her a chance to come back the second time.
Do you know? I mean, it's down to the court to decide whether they want to adjourn or they want to read the judgment on the day. Do you know that if what's her name? Either party, if one of the parties
but pragmatists, they always give a chance for
Let me finish my statement. Okay. Let me finish my statement. The court can decide to give a default judgment, or they can decide to adjourn. Okay? So a direction has been issued by the court, and they've said do this and do that. If the court had received the results, they may, they will use their discretion. They may decide to pronounce the judgment on the day. If you have a problem with it, then you go to appeal. Okay?
There's always a loophole. There's always a loophole. They always give a chance for final hearing.
They will. I'm saying it's at their discretion. I'm not saying that is mandatory. It's at the court's discretion. Wait, Yomi, wait. If I had that kind of a case in court and the court gives a direction and I do not comply, okay? The court can give a default judgment in the favor of the other party because they will assume that you do not want it to go ahead. So it's now down to the court to decide whether they want to adjourn, but it's always fair.
Pragmatists, let's quickly correct that because of public.
Let me finish my statement. People are listening, so don't cut me out and then they think I'm saying the wrong thing. The court, for fairness, because we all know that the overriding objective of the court is justice and fairness, right? So the court will decide to adjourn, but they don't have to. Is what I'm trying to tell you. They can use it's at their discretion, but it's always fair. For everybody has a right to a fair hearing, right? So it's always fair for them to adjourn, to allow all parties to be present. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you are correct on that. Yeah, but they will always leave a room for that person to, not show up in court. And if you keep repeating itself, and they will have no choice but to read the judgment, like you said, you're right on that.
Yeah, just like if you don't show up in court and your case keeps coming up and you're not available, they will throw out the case.
No, they'll make it. They'll
And
make
they
a
will
judgment
hold.
by default.
Judgment have to be made.
Throwing out the case too is a form of judgment.
The other party is there. If the other party is
No,
there,
because it's a DNA
If one
case.
party is there and the other party consistently refuses to attend, they can
No.
make a default judgment.
Yeah, they do that.
Okay.
They do that. I have seen
and
situations
they
like
have to
that.
apply. They have to make you probably stand up and say, "My lord," in the essence of they quote a law. There is a section of the law they have to rely on. But what I'm saying is that where TSL is trying to assert, it can't happen yesterday.
We can't hear you properly.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
What I'm saying is that what she's trying to assert is that, like this instance now, which is the first sitting hearing after the DNA pronouncement to be conducted, they cannot give default judgments so easily. It doesn't come that easy, and that's what we're trying to say. There is always a procedure to that.
It's at the court.
They always give a room.
There is no court discretion. Hello.
I'm not going to argue with you, but
There can't be any. There can't be any court.
Read about court process.
Yeah, even on the final
read up on
hearing.
it.
Yes, even on the final hearing, if the person keep being absent on that hearing, then they will have no choice.
The court would always adjourn for the other party to.
That's what I'm saying. That it is the discretion of the court
they can-
cannot
but
be
I'm
on the
just trying to
first
tell
one.
you that the court.
Yeah,
has
not on the
power.
first one, because this is the first hearing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Has
But
to be a second
what
hearing.
I'm trying to
Even on the
say-
final hearing, they still leave a room for another final hearing. You know, they always leave.
No discretion of the court to give pronouncement behind the key parties. On Farileyin Olori.
No. Go and read on the court procedures and process.
No, they will. They will. If she keep being absent.
That is absent now. Tomati were absent. What established then they will apply for the verdict to be read in the absence. Call
Yes.
Discretion
I'm saying that the court reserves that power, but they don't use it for fairness. They would adjourn to allow the other party to be present. That's what I'm saying.
It's simple procedure, simple knowledge.
If the court rules and procedures, go and read up on it. If you persistently refuse to attend, the court would imply that
we know that one.
You don't want.
There is no discretion of the court to pronounce on the first adjournment.
Okay, I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing. Let's move on.
It's not public education. Public education
no,
is.
It's not. There's no argument about it. We're just trying to educate ourselves.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it's possible. Yeah. It's possible.
You are correct. You're correct on that. So what we're just trying to
fairness, they always would give you another
fairness. Yes.
Yes.
Mugbati, you are correct.
It's not about that. It's what I
mean. Big judge, you know that.
No, Yomi, the thing is, you always have a chance to challenge the decision, right? You always have a chance to appeal.
No,
you will just quash the judgment. Once you appeal and they think it's unfair, you quash the judgment. They will quash the judgment.
No, they can rule. They can, if they rule on the final hearing on your behalf. Sorry, you don't. Even if you go and appeal, they will throw it out of the
no,
court.
No, TSL, that's wrong.
No, yes, because I have seen a situation whereby they gave a room. They gave the room for first time final hearing, the second time final hearing, then the third time. Being absent, they will rule. I have seen. This is not like I have seen the third time they will rule.
You
and
can
make judgment.
Appeal. You can appeal for them to quash that judgment because you were not given a chance to defend yourself.
You have been given chance to defend yourself.
You have been given chances like three times.
Because what if I was sick, I was in hospital, I was unable to attend on those 3 occasions? And I had
pragmatics. I have seen a situation.
If you don't have good reason, they will not allow the appeal. But if you have good reason for being absent,
yeah, if let's assume the person was sick on that sitting, then they will give a room for the person to come back, and then maybe they give a room like 2-3 times, and if the person keep refusing to show up, they will give a judgment. I have seen a situation where
I hear you.
So, topic me. What
Atilajule by. So Yomi, how is London treating you, and when are you going to America?
Me still low ticket and I'm lonely.
Lonely at the top.
Kimawa lonely abi. Torí mo
Lonely
ti
at the
justice.
Okay, what I even want to ask is, before we go into loneliness and Mr. Emu will divert us to where
On
we
this
don't know.
page, you saw loneliness abi.
Lonely.
He will divert us
Lonely on my mind.
he will divert us to a place where we don't know.
They carry us go where we don't know.
He will carry us go where we
Flakes.
don't know.
My sexual feelings should be you guys' priority too. Not just to pursue justice.
No,
Okay,
it's
we
not
have
our
heard.
priority. We didn't sign up for that.
Can you imagine?
Personal
You
life.
will
People are
sort
not-
yourself out. It's not
You are
our
not
problem.
sympathetic to how I feel.
You can do Sophie.
Like I don't be sharing life. But we were providing both.
Yomi, you know say they don't they sell plenty enhancement these days.
Èmi àti yín kọ́.
You don't always have to have a lady to feel irate.
No.
You can go and get an enhancement and then use it to step yourself down.
No, ṣe ti bá fẹ́ play blues náà àti bèbí lajẹ máa play blues.
Kí ló wà?
Mo ṣe mood bí ṣe máa kọ́ mi.
Yomi, blow up door. What? Blow up door.
Exactly.
Àwọn options rejected. Options rejected.
I use the blow up door. You dance blues in the door. You do everything you want to do with the door.
That's it.
Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé mo ṣe wà nísìnyí tó bá ti parí kéèsì yìí, I will still be in the eye of the storm. Any pio to fẹ́ lie in the next 10 years, I have to still be careful. Àbí kí n yà lọ marry gẹ́gẹ́. So mo ṣe wà nísìnyí, the only option left for me is to find a suitable, even the suitable woman, kó má lọ jẹ́ double agent, bí irú àwọn tá à ń rí yẹn. So kọ́lọ́ ń pèsè pé gbàdúrà fún mi, kọ́lọ́ ń pèsè ìyàwó tájọ́ máa lọ káàkiri tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ justice fighter to understand the game yẹn. Because all this availability, ó máa parọ́ mọ́yàn ṣeré náà ni, ẹ̀ dẹ̀ máa believe. Nígbà tí ó ṣe pé ṣé ìsìgbà tó bá sọ pé pọ̀ mí rí bákan, ṣé máa tẹ pọ̀ mí síta pé ẹ̀wọ̀ irọ́ ló ń pa o. Putting me in a terrible corner.
This is the second time you are discussing this thing.
Exactly.
Ẹ̀bí ṣáà lọ sọ̀rọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ ṣé kí n bá èmi ló ń ká lára náà.
Even on your own life, you went on and on and on.
Èmi ni victim. Look at the corner they put me. To now prove that, okay, this person is a liar. The only option is, wọ́n náà gbé jáde ká wò. Is it possible? Èwo ló fẹ́ rí inú yín?
Yomi, let's talk about your next movie.
Do you want to see it or not? To know that I'm not lying.
You don't want to see anything. Let's talk about
So do you believe your heart? Do you believe your heart?
We don't want to even believe
we are
anything.
neutral.
Who do you believe? Because if you believe her, I will bring it out. But if you believe me,
We don't want to be
Bring it
down,
out
though.
now.
very
Enjoy
I'm a woman.
right now.
You bring it out, we look.
Come. Was it during this? Wait. Was it during this Justice for Mohbad that people were bringing out their private parts?
Now.
Now, camera down. Let me.
The things where our eyes don't see for this.
Wait, TSL. In the recording that Yomi played, èmi gbọ́ téèyàn kan ń wẹ̀ o tẹ̀gbìtẹ̀ tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ àpò hate
ìwẹ̀ gbọ́kúgbọ́ lẹ́ gbọ́ o.
mo gbọ́ téèyàn kan ń wẹ̀.
Ọlọ́run jẹ́ ẹ lọ flush ti ẹ lọ rí àwọn ló bá tún etí ṣe.
Àwọn ENT doctors.
Èèyàn bọ́ síta ilé ẹ̀gbọ́n tó ń wẹ̀ síbò sọ ó dàbọ̀.
You know, the thing is that's your private life, and we don't want to pry. So we'll just
ọkàn yín ti pry gbogbo àtọ́ ń sọ yẹn tí wọ́n ti gbé picture sí.
No, not all of us are looking over the fence. Some of us have decided to stay within our homes for a long time.
So that is what we have to suffer as activists. And Martin Luther King, because all set it up now, all tap where.
You are in the UK. There are elderlies you can actually associate yourselves with.
These suggestions, see, let me tell you. No, you better let him be careful. Otherwise, you may end up in jail here. Then some people will be very happy.
That is why I suggested elderlies.
I said I want to get married. At the end,
you go to parties, you have
let
to
me get
careful.
married. Am I worried? To marry. Will it stop? Because it's just that when you are doing this stuff, anything about you, they want to use it to bring you down.
So
It's not peculiar to me. Look at the way they deal with
And
Martin
UK
Luther
can
King.
be dicey. You can't just dive in like that and be
One
doing.
tap where títí only girlfriend. One gbé fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ kọ́ṣàlì destabilize. They just want to destabilize you. And all these people don't castigate me. They know that that's a game plan. How many people are close to this Yomi? How many can we buy to just say any rubbish about him?
No,
People
the
believe it.
cheese. See,
That's the
what
only
you are
game plan.
doing, is they are not happy with what you are doing. And they will try everything to bring you down because what you are doing is touching the wrong, buttons on their part. It's touching the right buttons for us, but for them, it's touching the wrong buttons.
They don't believe that by 2 years' time,
and
with
you
all
know
the money
what?
they've spent.
They thought that they've already, got away with murder or got away with all this crime. And all of a sudden, everybody is on their way to Abuja. That alone, they didn't plan for it. They thought by the end of 2025, this whole thing will be forgotten.
Have been ended.
Yes,
and
then they will start chasing people about. And, they started another round of threatening people and looking for how to get people arrested and all those kind of things. And then all this issue of arrest just came. First, it was Damola on his way to Abuja. The time they finished with Damola and they picked spending, everywhere it is scatter. To the extent that on both sides, people are now fighting for spending. That's the one I can't get over.
You didn't even see the way they were even saying that it is just about Damola and Adura, that Yomi should not deceive the public. It's nothing to do with Mohbad.
Then the other people with their madam were saying, nobody invited Wumi. Wumi is in her sitting room, she's watching TV. Na lie. And she could not go for DNA. The DNA that she went to go and do one long update like this.
Ezuflex. Nígbà mo lọ sí border tí mo pariwo. Tí mo ní ní zone 2. One out of arrest wà. Tọ́ní rọ̀ mo pa àwọn rubbish mi. Ṣé nígbà tí mo pariwo ń sìn? Kí ni lọ́ọ̀yà ẹ̀ sọ? Ó ní Shatterland àbí kí ló pè mí àbí Lantern.
Charlatan. Okay, no wonder. They say you said Chatterland. They typed it on our platform. They were dragging you. They said Chatterland instead of charlatan.
Because of that, làwọn ṣe lọ sí Abuja. Onírọ́ burúkú ni wọ́n.
No, the lawyer was written, because this lady, for me, she doesn't have a permanent home address. And looking at what happened during the DNA court service and all that they couldn't find her, they had to go and paste it on the gate. And the last known address. So what they did this time was to write to the lawyer's chambers, write to that lawyer that they should bring her.
And apart from that, they say,
and they even said on arrival they should
Let me tell you people what happened. Let me tell you what happened.
So that shows
the address they all kept on the stuff. The address was Royal Pine Estate, which is empty.
That's what I'm saying now. So that's why they had to use
let me tell you one. Let me just bust you one bubble. The first suspect that was picked up, nígbà tó mama address it Adura le. Bí báyìí ló wà tó ń dodgy sí. I get what I'm saying. Táwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ wèrè tó ń parọ́ pò wọ́n sọ àwọn kò bóyá kò fẹ́ kú ṣá kọ́ bàbá pa bóyá àwọn tó ti ìnáwó tó ń gbà lọ wọn. Ẹ má jẹ́ uncover ogun wọn tó ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ fún bẹ́yẹn. So at the end of the day, whatever the case may be, they are all giving fictitious address and it's an ongoing murder investigation. Some of them, they've jumped bail. Some of them, they are on bail. Some of them, they invited. So they just felt like the best way to pick these people anywhere they find them is with a warrant. Because they are not stable. They're not staying where they can find them. So if we find them where you cannot just say, I'm coming, will you go and serve them? If you find them at the river, àbí ní lagoon, someone of money invitation lagoon for murder investigation, they will run away. So picking them up with a warrant which is being approved by a judge, nullify all this noise. It's a woman you can't how did they arrest spending? Whether they have a warrant on you or you walk in by yourself, or to save arrest, they told you to arrest them by presenting yourself. In fact, mo ti pariwo síta kí ló ti spending no lọ fún rẹ̀. Àbúfẹ́ sọ pé òun gbọ́. Òbí lọ́yẹ̀ sọ pé gbà tí òun gbọ́ tèmi lòun ṣe mú lọ́bẹ̀.
So the way the warrant works is that anywhere tó bá ti rí wọn náà máa mú wọn mọ́.
Wọ́n ní nǹkan tó yé àwọn woman tó ń pariwo pé ó yẹ kó invite ẹni. She doesn't even know the status of investigation and what necessitated the warrant of arrest. Was there any warrant? They didn't tell the public that. We asked the police, is there a warrant? If they said there is a warrant, why are you making noise again?
She's coming to say the way he was arrested, human dignity. Was there a warrant? Did the judge approve that Spending should be arrested wherever he is found? So where is the unlawful arrest? But they are just coming to social media to make it look like they are acting. Social media come back with attentare oya, attending to okay, gbogbo akon pade papọ̀ nbi ni. So gbogbo oru ti yẹn ṣe yẹn, most of these people are bipolar. Bóyá mi gan orí wish ya on sick, ara rẹ̀ ṣe on fi phone tọ́jú ẹ̀, kò tí gbádùn tán. Mama now bá ṣe justice. So
but your mouth too bad though. Look at the sub that you just loaded.
No, yeah, me wọ́n ṣe on finger brain we go.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló ń bí báwo náà ṣe fi fóònù tọ́jú èèyàn.
Ayé yẹn àdá ẹ̀kọ́ ayé social media láwà. So tí wọ́n bá ti fún lábẹ́rẹ́ dé stage wọ́n tó ti gbádùn dé stage kan, wọ́n á fẹ́ mọ̀ bóyá ó ti wà compliant. So wọ́n máa fún ní pé okay, do you have social media? Wọ́n á ní yes. Wọ́n á ní kó login kọ́ mọ̀ bóyá brain ẹ̀ ṣí memory ẹ̀ ṣí wà okay. So ibi tó ti gbé fóònù lọ́wọ́ á kọ́ lọ login sí TikTok ni. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti wọlé sí TikTok, á kọ́ máa sọ̀rọ̀ jáàmù ni. Ẹ bá sọ̀rọ̀ lọ bí ló máa sọ. So àwọn ẹ̀yẹ kéré tó bá rí bó ti login tó ti busy as a caregiver, wọ́n á ní no ó ti wà okay. Á kọ́ lọ gbójú síbò mí ni. Òun lè ṣe ní kó àwọn méjì máa ń pariwo orú vengeance yẹn. A máa pariwo bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ti rin gbóná bọ̀ fúnra yẹn. Àtìgbà táwọn tó ń tọ́jú wọn ti wo bòmí lọ ni. Pé he's already yín. So
people are they still on the timeline? Because Mohbad like for some time now.
Bóyá abẹ́rẹ́ gba àwọn oògùn tó ń fún ti ó ti lapse.
Maybe he's quiet now. He's not talking as much as.
Àwọn abẹ́rẹ́ yẹn ti wear down. So wọ́n máa láti lọ padà sí di ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Kó tún fún jẹ díẹ̀.
I'm sorry, Yomi.
Mo ń sọ tọrọ fún yẹn jẹ́ ká bá ní human compassion.
Those are your real people. They love Yomi. Kí ló dé? Èmi ò mọ̀ pé Yomi.
Àwọn pẹ̀lú òkú ni mí.
Wọ́n ti pe Yomi ní yìí, wọ́n ti fẹ́ pè pa.
Ẹ wo láti almost a year every day ló ń pariwo orúkọ mi.
Ó ga jù.
Pẹ̀lú àwọn àṣàṣì burúkú ni o.
So popular. That means there's something you are doing right. I'm telling you.
Pẹ̀lú àwọn àṣàṣì burúkú ni ìyá Mohbad yẹn tó lè mi kidnapper. So understand nígbà tó tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rán wọn lọ sí Abuja sí mo yá ni ṣé kidnapper máa ń ṣe fídíò ẹni tó kidnap.
Ẹ jọ mo pé anyway maybe you don't want to disclose it but wọ́n láti gbé woman yẹn náà.
Ìyá ó ti wà lórí àárẹ̀ ó ti sa oògùn sí mi gan so ìbẹ̀rù sì ti padà sórí ẹ̀ so bó ṣe wà yẹn ẹ mọ̀ kẹ́sẹ̀ woman yẹn ti yẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀.
But I believe that woman should be under investigation already because she made a lot of accusations.
She made a lot of pronouncements that you need to go and clarify.
Ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ ohun tó investigate ìyá yẹn lára ẹ̀ Mohbad investigate ìyá yẹn personally. Nǹkan ti bá gan because ohun tó wà ń brain ẹ̀ àbúrò ẹ̀ ti wà involve ọmọ ẹ̀ ti ẹ̀ wá involve ó dẹ̀ tún lose ọmọ kan so she's fighting up for money for pé wíwò kúnlẹ̀ òun and that's why she was telling the baba Mohbad pé bàbá yìí ti gbàgbé pé mi ní ìpínlẹ̀ òun so gbogbo nǹkan tó ń kó wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ló fẹ́ kó lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ straight so whatever the case may be bí ọba ṣe mójútó ọmọ tó ló ṣe máa jèrè ẹ̀ even if there is no money you must be there.
That the whole family is a mess.
So èmi ọmọ ìdẹ sọ fún ọmọ I am not after you èmi kọ́ àwọn ọmọ ìlọ́mọ nǹkan tó tọwọ́ bọ̀ ìyẹn lẹ́gẹ̀lẹ́gẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé nígbà mí gan pàpàkọ́ tẹ́ bá rí ọwọ́ táwọn ọmọ èèyàn ń gbé gan ó pé kí wọ́n má bímọ ń gbà mí because ọjọ́ alẹ́ ló bá ta.
In their own family because Mohbad was the only guy that was the benefactor abi the one that was paying all their bills and the paymaster wọn ò lè bá sọ̀rọ̀ tọ́ because I mean you said that a girl is not good for your child you still allowed them to even have any kind of arrangement together because there's baby mama all over the place. You don't have to have them living together and all those kind of things, you know.
Woman ẹ gé ègún kan fún omi yẹn Ọlọ́run dáríjì mi nínú ọ́díò yẹn ó ní ọmọ oníkankan oníṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ó ní ṣùgbọ́n irú ìyá ẹ̀
ló máa fẹ́.
Ẹ wo pain tí woman ẹ fi sọ̀rọ̀. No, it's heavy.
Because even Mohbad náà irú èèyàn bí ìyá ẹ̀ ló fẹ́. Yeah, no, wayward. It's true now. So it's a generational thing that they have to break as they go along.
Wọ́n ti ẹ̀ sí King White yẹn wọ́n ti dá yẹn dá wàhálà ẹ̀ kò gbà yọjú sí kóòtù mọ́ òun ti wọ́n síbì kan. Bí ọdún làwọn àti lé wọn kúrò
nílé. Ẹni orí ìyá ó dilé ni.
Bí ọdún làwọn àti lé wọn kúrò nílé. Ṣé yà á jẹ́ ọdún mọ́ ni àṣírí ti tú.
Ẹni orí ìyá ó dilé lọ́rọ̀ King White yẹn. ó sì fẹ́rẹ̀ kò bá wọn dá sí inú tiẹ̀ ìyàrá jókòó.
ó lẹ́nu ó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ títí bá dé kóòtù ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń lọ ó pààrọ̀ lọ́ọ̀yà ńjọ́ yẹn ni.
ẹ̀rí what's his name now Sammy Jojo kò máa deal pẹ̀lú comrade Mose. I'm going to deal with him.
tọ́wọ́ bá ti máa bà yẹn ẹ máa wòran ọwọ́ máa tó bà yẹn.
I'm just wondering, okay, this person that MFM was dashing 10,000 àbí 20.
ànáwó máa tó bà yẹn tó ránṣẹ́ ló ń parọ́ pé òun ò kó ránṣẹ́ ó ń deceive yín ó ń darújọ fún ni.
Yeah, they sent him. Even the person that sent him to Abuja came to this platform to come and inform Papariano that he had to send Sammy Jojo to Abuja to go and help her bail spending.
ẹ̀wẹ̀ tó wà available fún wọn.
Because Sammy Jojo knows the case. He's been around since the beginning of justice and everything. That's why she decided to go with him to go to Abuja. So she must have sent the money.
Alájà yẹn àbí kíní kan pẹ̀lú spending. Kí ni relationship?
Well, at the beginning, she said that they grew up together. That maybe they were neighbors somewhere when she was in Nigeria. That she knew spending as a little boy.
Ṣé spending yóò ní family ni?
Ó ní family lóṣogbo náà.
Gbogbo wọn yóò kàn wọ́n káàkiri.
Òṣogbo náà ń pe gra.
Dàmọ́lá yẹn náà Ìbàdàn ó gbọ́n kọ́ wá sí kó wọ́n á bè kó jẹ́.
Because when, initially now, when they were all detained, it's still people in justice for Mohbad that went to go and collect bail for these people. They got lawyers, they bailed all of them.
Spending yẹn ti service yẹn ti pẹ́.
So, spending, his first problem was that the money that was donated for him to come out of jail was more than what he needed, and he refused to give up the balance. So ibẹ̀ ló ti tẹ àwọn èyí kú dí mọ́lẹ̀.
Balance to do what? Kí ló dé táwọn ṣe kó SS fún?
So nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé what's his name? Westo provided an account number that they paid money into, and they claimed that account was spending sister, $1. At the end of the day, the whole thing was a mess because it was discovered that the Dolapo self now spending's girlfriend. And then there's a...
ó lè jẹ́ tó ń pariwo alájà yẹn gan ó lè jẹ́ àwọn tó máa ń file ọmọ yẹn láti ọlọ́dà ẹ̀jì mi.
And then the mama, and then there's one mama in Oshobu that you could used to call Mama Oshobu. That's spending's mother, according to Queen Alaja.
But how are you sure that
or grandma? You remember the story about Iya Oshobu?
Yes, but how are you sure that they decided they wanted to donate money to Iya Oshobu as well for feeding?
Yeah, because Yekudi wanted part of the money to go to Iya Oshobu.
But let's be fair, Ezoflix. Spending was detained, and then they wanted him bailed because they thought it was unfair. Now you announced, I think Westo started to collect donations, and then he took it to Kudi's platform. Space.
And this pragmatist. Your voice sounds. Is this not the name I know? This pragmatist. This voice sounds so familiar.
Why? Pé lórí báwo la wọ́n ṣe mọ voice mi? Ṣé voice mi ṣé mi nìkan ni mo.
Orúkọ wo lẹ ń lò tẹ́lẹ̀? Ẹ jẹ́wọ́.
No, pragmatist náà ni.
I lie. Who is this person?
We will leave the owner of the name to mention.
Let's carry on.
Like I said, somebody has you people in comment section.
My sweetheart.
We'll block you now in that.
Alake 70. We are beautiful. Let's get married. Come on, the go to Mashika Kirimo.
Give you up. I knew it was her, but I didn't want to say anything.
Yes.
Why now?
Of course, we know it's her.
Yeah, why now? Who gave you up?
Don't mind the person in the comment section.
The Punisher. What you will see.
No, even one Maggie Sebe or something.
Maggie Sebe.
Maggie Sebe. Oh, Maggie Sebe.
Yes, Maggie Sebe. Yeah.
Maggie Sebe gave you up.
I asked her to be given up.
I thought I could hide behind this name.
But the voice, the beautiful voice can't be hidden. That's the point.
No, but we know that you are like it's just that we try not to call people names.
Yeah, but how do you know? How did you know I was Alake?
No, I know your voice now. And I know, you wait from the first day you came with pragmatics. I knew.
Even the way you call my name, that was when I was like, I know this person, but I didn't say nothing. It's like, yes, I was like, that's a lucky 70.
Mm-hmm.
But I never said
I called
anything.
TSL.
They say
Yes,
on
you
that
see,
G
there you
gave you
go.
up. Who is on that
On my
G?
G.
Are
ẹ
you
má pọ̀
part of
ọlọ́dà jí
that G?
àwọn gbàràdà ní kẹ́ máa pọ̀ gbàràdà.
The NG no under Gbarada, under G. G for
Yes, o tọ́ wà ní
Gbarada.
yes gbàràdà miss G olórí burúkú làwọn fún yẹn. Gbogbo wàhálà mi wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ kú wọ́n fẹ́ lọ mọ́ ẹnu.
No, you see, let me say something. On this justice for Mohbad, the more the merrier. Is the problem I have is that you are working, other people are working. Focus on the work you are doing. Why are you trying to bring down somebody else's work? And you want to continue working, and you want people to trust what you're doing.
They want to substitute me and clamp on what I did. Yeah, what's you working and working?
So that's what is wrong with other teams that claim to be working. Because if everybody is working towards the same goal, if we say we're all working for justice, doing your own work and let
it's the same pattern. This Supreme or this
for
woman,
trying to pull down somebody or trying to circumvent their work, you don't know what the plan is.
Isoflex. But we people are not concerned about the same pattern with this woman. When the 30 seconds came, Boshilo engaged the African TV, another con artist and a fraudster impersonator, to come and jump on what I'm doing.
Paparado doesn't want you to abuse all those people on his platform.
No, we didn't want to go to that extent.
I don't think we should go there.
It means to experience him as
I know.
Let's just say it behind. Let's just say it, within ourselves, in our own bedroom, in our own time.
No, because we don't own the platform, and so we have to respect what the owner of the platform
what
wants.
happened now. Something was sent to me. They want to defraud me. And then behind me, they quickly write petition to the same source. And then the African TV is now holding press conference ahead of my own press conference and saying that I should come and be.
I wanted to help you.
They are now saying that they call me to come and
be the witness
in my own case. And then suddenly that person become the complainant.
Even
and
though
the victim.
that Amola too said that you stood up in court and you claimed that it was your case, but that his lawyer quickly stopped you or something. He was saying something to one of those Akokojais. No one, is a post. I saw it. They caught it on Fabuni or maybe someone.
I heard it.
I saw the recording here. He said
I didn't understand that part. That I stood up in court or what?
You stood up and you said it's your case.
That is your case. That you wanted to put yourself inside the case because they were asking whether you were.
Oh, okay. The point is, the lawyer. When we were in that Ogba Magistrate Court.
Yes.
So when they now got to our own case, the complainant is not available, which was Adura, which was a stage attempt. Two complainants about to be a matter. Then the prosecutor will apply that the case should be thrown out. That's the escape route. That Adura will now be the one not to come to testify against Damola. If he doesn't come first, second time, third adjournment, the prosecutor will say these people are not serious and that he will apply that the case should be thrown out. You understand? So when I realized that was a game plan, I had to where is the complainant? Is that here? Complainant was Simbo. Emi one B. So, wow. Ezu Flakes. Ezu Flakes.
Yeah.
It's a merule.
TSLT horn.
Am I snoring?
Was it Ezu or TSL? Somebody was snoring.
No, it's not me.
It was
Ezu Flakes. She was here talking until I don't know. I slept. I woke up. I met her talking with Richie.
Who, me?
About
Flex, just mute, just in case you fall asleep again. Mute.
Oh yeah, I was falling asleep already. Okay.
It's natural, Gary.
No, actually, I have a blocked nose, so I may be snoring. It's fine.
So it's okay. It's natural.
It's natural, Gary. We all snore.
Oh.
The degree of snoring. So
at the end of the day,
Was it really bad?
No bad, Daddy. Yami. If you are my
Even
sweetheart,
if it was bad, I don't care.
if you are my sweetheart, I'll just tell you, you snore beautifully.
I hear you.
So,
We all have our own rhythm.
basically, mo ṣe náà sókè nìyẹn pé kò sí ń bo ẹ fẹ́ da kése lè nù. Dọ́jọ́ wa ni I don't know this. Ká gbogbo èmi ní orúkọ mi wà ní gbogbo kíní tó fẹ́ gbá tó ṣe wú everything. Then his lawyer now said, yes, Mr. Emefabi is supposed to be the complainant, but Judge Yawani, I don't know what you're trying to do. It's not before me. If I can only take his name down, and when you adjust whatever it is, but let this complainant, that other person, go and testify against it. Why is he saying he's sick all the time? The last time you said you were sick, this time Adura is sick. Why are you people doing with this case? At the end of the day, Musha Taku. But they should let the case flow. When I'm now testifying, whatever I want to say, I can say it then. That is when they will be able to record my own part. So there's nothing she can do at this point. One stage and so want to look but she adjourned. So that was what I was trying to do that early. But if you had decoy money, come about for
You know that.
I'm saying.
Do you know that at the beginning of this Justice for Mohbad, the first dummy they sold to us was that Adura was 14 years old.
Really?
That he should not even be brought into this case at all. This was a minor.
Jesus.
Ezuflex, that reminds me of one guy.
Can you remember? Can anybody remember?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I've never heard about this one.
That was the first dummy that you ever sold on
Yes, Ezuflex, it's true.
Yeah, and they tried to discourage him from talking at the inquest.
They tried to remove him from day one.
Is it not the same Adura this?
It was, if it wasn't for the father, we would
It was the father that said he's 20 years, please.
Maybe Adura had been threatening them that he would tell the truth, and they wanted to remove him entirely from the whole case.
Yes.
That is why the mother was even begging now.
Even his body language, that guy is uncomfortable. He wants to talk.
He wants to talk. The day of that Yomi's press conference, he went out, he came back again.
Ezuflex, what to correct for boss of what? If you see around come you.
I think I prefer this name, Pragmatist.
Your press conference here. Ṣé pé kò lè ṣe àdúrà kò lè ṣe àmì.
Ṣé ló jókòó dìde.
No, ó ń gbọ̀n gidi ni gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ ń gbọ̀n wọ́n ń gbọ̀n ni o. Èmi lè mérí close eléyìí máa kú síbí o. Mo ṣàgbádùn àkọ́ ètè máa lọlé. Wọ́n ń gbọ̀n ni tó ń gbọ̀n gidi.
No, because do you know what? They tried to remove that Adura. Even when Adura was speaking, it was as if Mohbad should jump inside his mouth to help him talk. The way she was looking at him like this, as in, hey, come on, man, lost on Kotoma, permissible.
No, yeah, I'm okay. Oh, why me if I lose one or me if I lose that.
And if from day one they tried to remove that boy from this case, nobody would have heard anything from Adura. They said this boy was 14, that he was a minor, that nobody should bother him.
When he eventually spoke, they staked Damola again.
Then Baba now said that the boy is 20. No, Baba now came out and said Adura is about 20 years old. Everybody was, what?
Jesus, adults.
Adults. Those people, they had Monday to plan a lot, honestly.
Because we're not seeking justice from beginning. No member of the family was seeking justice. It was just the public.
What baffles me is these young people. These people are young. How can you stay overnight with a dead body?
Honestly. They are cold-blooded, honestly. Many times. They don't care. Even your own blood, people you lived and ate and dined and did everything with, lying cold by the stairs, and you're inside the house.
On the guy's body tattooed. Chai.
Àwọn people yẹn ojú wọn ti rí. At all.
They were still there. They couldn't live there after. And they are still wearing his clothes.
They were there. They were wearing his clothes. even Kari Akamari mo. Ó sọ pé even the stairs, going upstairs and down, you could feel the smell of a dead body. You know, like the presence of a dead body. The whole place was somehow.
You know, the funniest thing, another thing, when we were going to be arresting spending, and it was being tracked, we got our first soft targets. The first soft targets were leading us to same spots, Mega Bond Estate.
Mega Mound. Okay.
Mega Mound in the beginning.
Mega Mound.
On different days, they were leading us to the same spot. We know the actress that was living there, and we know rubbish on different days. Nígbà tó the fifth one, ta fẹ́ mú yẹn lọ saw the same spot. Bullshit. Call the clerk. So, tó bá yẹ pé lọ submit already. A warrant would have been gotten to that house, and then video buruku tí gbogbo Nàìjíríà máa dàrú.
No, ṣé ta ló ń lọ sí Mega Mound? That's Spending, okay.
On trace lọ síbi ta expect pé the other female ibẹ̀ ló ń wà lọ́dọ̀ actress yẹn. So immediately that he established pé ibẹ̀ ló lady yẹn wà. So boy ma lọ ń bá ń bẹ̀. Ṣé ń get me? Soft targets tá à ń sọ different iṣẹ́ ló ń ṣe o.
So Ọlọ́run lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn ó lọ ń jíṣẹ́ fún madam lójoojúmọ́.
Ọlọ́run ṣe ìgbélé ni. So you understand?
You know, there was a joke on one of the timelines. I don't know what platform I was passing through. They said that even they asked Damola in Abuja, which one of you is sleeping with Wumi? When you know you're Mohbad, remember Wumi? So one of the questions,
and at the end of the day, we already
that means that these police people, they are on the timelines, they are watching TikTok, all the analysis, everything, one.
Of course.
Or the people that, there are so many people that are also writing them along with your own petition and all that. So some people are giving them all these stories from TikTok. They're very conversant with the stories, and that will also help. I'm telling you, all these people that say they cannot use evidence from TikTok, they won't use evidence from TikTok, but they can validate some of the things that have been discussed on TikTok.
Pattern of múra fún ọmọ yẹn, then the head do of spending and that boy, then the role of providing nurse. For they need to get over this case and let's know what is going on. What are you going there to do? I don't feel me final year. So you go ya.
No, ṣé mọ̀ pé ìgbà tí Mohbad kọ́kọ́ kú, ó ní kan tó ń ṣe báde fọ́mọ yẹn lóṣooṣù. Ó ní kan tó ń gbé kéèkì wá every month fún báde ọmọ yẹn.
Oríṣiríṣi Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí.
Ó ṣe yẹn wọ 1 year. Ìyẹn disappear. Then àwọn kan gbé one kìíní wá ń gbà yẹn pé one ọba ló wà involved.
Èmi ò believe owó ti yẹn gbà.
Wọ́n rèé kàwọn èèyàn lẹ̀, àwọn èèyàn lọ sẹ́wọ̀n fún bíi few months. Even Papareno gan issue ultimatum. Can you remember TSL? Can you remember when Papareno issued what is it?
I remember.
What is it?
Wait, Bawa confess.
Oh yeah,
I remember.
Now put it 7 days.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Paparano ya dákẹ́ nígbà tó gbé Arifa.
No. Paparano dákẹ́ torí Arifa, because they now issued a press release that it has nothing to do with the family. He doesn't know the boy, never met Mohbad, that the child is not his own and everything. Paparano said, about you giving newspaper jáde o, ibi ò bá yín sọ mọ́ o. So Paparano tactfully removed himself from the case. Some people now continue that it's a lie. Mohbad was just trying to.
ẹ̀yin obìnrin Ọlọ́run ṣàgbà lọ́wọ́ yín. Nígbà tẹ́ bá Ọlọ́run mọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ anyway ilẹ̀ ní power láti sọ pé ẹ lè sọ pé ọmọ ọkọ bàbá mẹ́jọ ló ní.
Yeah.
Gbàdé kan pọ̀ wọ́n sí meeting. Yeah,
but you know, Nigeria now has a new law about this paternity stuff. From January 2026, every child DNA will be checked from the hospital before
of
the
course.
naming ceremony.
Mori, I said the bill here.
Yes, they've already, Tinubu has signed it. It's been signed into law. Effective January 2026.
I have a friend who is a psychiatrist. He used to be in Abuja, but he's moved to the UK now. And we're discussing one day about mental health. And he was saying to me, majority of his, I was saying, women, suffer from a lot of mental health. And he said, no, men suffer from mental health more than women. And I asked him why. He said most of his clients, when he was in Abuja, were men. And I said, men, okay. I said, okay, maybe it's the pressure from family. He said, majority, one lost DNA. Most of his clients, male clients, tí wọ́n ní bad depression.
Orí máa fẹ́ yí ni.
Èmi ó ti tọ́ ọmọ yẹn dé level tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn ti dàgbà. Something happened. Someone said to travel, wọ́n lọ ṣe DNA. Ìkan gbọ́ rumor, ó lọ ṣe DNA. Only most of them, they ended up with depression. But the reason people don't know is because these men are discreet with it. They don't like to share those kinds of. Obìnrin máa sọ̀rọ̀ fúnra wọn. I'm suffering from this. They will keep it bottled up. They will act like nothing is happening, but they are severely depressed.
Ọlọ́run ajá yín náà kànga. Ṣé irú ọlọ́run wàhálà tí mo ṣe lórí Akóredé? Níwọ̀n bá ta Akóredé. Kọ́ wá níbi kan mo la Akóredé. Ṣé olú máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í rù? Di olú máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí.
Akóredé up and down.
Máa ka sára ni. Máa kọ́ra lọ para mi sí kọ́là bí kọ́.
Do you know that even this week, they posted one woman on Facebook, Bukky Jesse or somebody, one Olusho woman like that is wearing the select uniform. All the children are for the Olusho.
Tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti kọ́kọ́ rírun kọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Akọ́ta yìí lọ ta ilé tí mo kọ́ yẹn. Tí bá ti ta ilé yẹn, màá ta fóònù ọwọ́ mi, màá ta gbogbo aṣọ mi àti gbogbo àwọn olùwọ̀n máa lọ pààrọ̀. Àwa kù ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì méjì àti fóònù pè mí padà wọ́n ro mi. Màá máa lọ káàkiri. Ó ti yẹn. Nígbà tó ọmọ yẹn gan bá wojú mi tó bá báyìí pé ó lè jèrè kankan lọ́dọ̀ mi.
But do you know what my own problem is? You know, in the past, a lot of women had children for different men, but they did not carry one child and give to another person. A woman will stand gidigba. Ọmọ mẹ́rin, 4 men. Ọmọ mẹ́rin, bàbá mẹ́rin. Wọ́n dẹ̀ chest out, wọ́n á gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ jáde. Kò dẹ̀ to buy anybody to read.
Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ti pẹ́.
So why are people now trying to give somebody else's child to somebody? Ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ti pẹ́, that's what I'm saying. Even then, there was no DNA.
Ojú wa gbà yẹn, ẹ mọ tó fọ́ níjù.
No, nǹkan tí mo sọ ni pé like in the days of our own mothers.
Àwọn bàbá yà àtijọ́ yẹn, wọ́n máa fi show power ni. Pé yes, mo gba ìyàwó ẹ̀, mo tún gbọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀. You understand?
Do you know that I know one family here. There are 3 of them. All 3 of them, different fathers. Powerful men in Lagos. Ni baba wọn. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta. Rich, powerful men. Their mother who chest out, who fair.
Ṣé mo bí tó máa ti ń fa ọgbó kìíní yẹn? Ṣé mo bí tó máa ti ń fa kìíní yẹn kí n jáwọ́ fún yín lẹ́nu? Ntẹ́mi ò dẹ̀ kí n fa ayọ̀ ṣe ni.
Kò gbé kankan fún ọmọ ọlọ́mọ, kò gbọ́ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ fún ọmọ.
Ṣé mo bí tó ti ń fa Ezuflex? Ṣé mo bí tó ti ń fa? Ìgbà tó bá fẹ́ toast yín, ẹ máa ń believe pé mandatorily ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wà ní relationship kọ́kọ́kùnrin kọ́kọ́ kó struggle kó gbà yín lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kan. Ẹni tí mo fẹ́ gbà ẹ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ó bá sùn ní a week before kó tó gbà fún mi. Tó bá gbà fún mi tó filẹ̀ tó lóyún, bẹ́ mi sùn. Ó mọ̀ gbà tó ti lóyún. Do you expect me to be alone? Why can't you be alone before I come? Tọ́dọ̀ ni kó máa ṣe.
Well, you see, those ones are there. And that's why they said a lot of people, maybe they are firstborn or something, there may be some crisscrossing.
Exactly.
But when you have 3 children for another man and your husband is there like a lame duck, that's not fair. That one is madness unlimited.
Yomi, don't you think that? Thinking about me or more. Like ọmọ márùn for another, ọmọ mẹ́rin for another man and you.
Another person.
Let me finish what I wanted to say. Is it that you were not sleeping with your husband, or your husband is not fertile? It could be one of those things, or your husband is impotent.
No,
how can you be with a man and you have like 4 or 5 children for another man in that same house and you're still with your husband? Are you not sleeping with your husband, or is your husband,
is incredible,
impotent? or he has no sperm count. Because it's surprised at least the kan àbí méjì náà ọmọ yẹn á jẹ́ tọkọ èèyàn àbí.
What I heard was that in Nigeria, one is common among the Yorubas.
Yes.
Wípé àwọn Yorùbá were the one doing it more.
Yes.
Nítorí Ọlọ́run, why will you? Nǹkan tó ṣe jẹ́ káwọn ọkùnrin yẹn máa go crazy nìyẹn. Why will you carry somebody else's child? Abba, why? It's so sad.
Honestly. It's evil. And wickedness.
But don't fast stroke jù nìyẹn.
Kódà ọkùnrin míì ó ti dàgbà kọjá ọjọ́ orí kan, ó ti tọ́ ọmọ yẹn débi kan, ó ti tọ́ ọmọ yẹn to the Z letter. Ẹ wá lọ ṣe DNA. I'm glad for the new law they were passing. I hope he went through. And
he did. He's already signed into law.
So that gbogbo àwọn ọmọ, that's what I heard.
Àwọn ọmọ
Even I heard it on X. Tí wọ́n ní it is more common in Yoruba in our tribe. Wọ́n ní àìlọ́jọ́ kọjá rẹ̀, stop saying that. Why you be so tribalistic? Only no. Only I'm not joking. Only I'm also Yoruba. And yẹn dá only Yoruba gidi lòun. Bọ́mọ Ọ̀yọ́ lòun. Only it's common among we Yorubas.
Yeah. Igbos don't tolerate it. It's a taboo.
No.
Yeah. It's a taboo.
Yeah.
You can.
Hausa will tell you if there's Hausa bá wà lé ọkọ tó bá fẹ́ pé ó máa kúrò ó máa sọ wọ́n ní.
Ó máa fẹ́ lò mí, yes.
Hausa ò kí àpá pé mo fẹ́ dúró sílé ọkọ kan.
Ó máa fẹ́ lò mí.
You said it's a taboo that Igbo don't tolerate it. They do. It's even worse. It's even worse.
Their own is not as common as Yoruba one.
It's even worse.
I heard that is a taboo amongst the Igbos.
No, they will even allow their brother to, do it so they can have a child.
So that one can be agreed and arranged between family members.
Gbogbo pattern ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn, ọmọ yẹn jọ àbúrò bàbá mi, ó jọ àbúrò gbogbo orí burúkú ọmọ bá ti jọ bí.
Wọ́n ní ilé tó bá ń tòrò ọmọ àlè bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ọmọ àlè ò tí dàgbà.
So àwọn ọmọ àlè yẹn ti ń dàgbà Nàìjíríà ṣe dàrú o.
Ó ti pọ̀ jù.
Wọ́n ya tètè pass.
Látòkè délẹ̀ àtòkè ló ti wọ́ wá.
Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá la ti máa ń sọ gbogbo rọ́bìṣì yẹn. Àbúrò dádì mi ló jọ. Ṣé ẹ mọ èmi ọkọ
dádì.
Ìyá ẹ̀ lẹ̀. Olóńjọ àbúrò dádì.
Uncle dádì cousin mọ́mì mi yóò jọ.
Tí gbogbo family bá dé ọmọ ìgbà fúnra gan wá ní great grandpa.
Ṣé mo kan ẹ jẹ́ sọ pé nígbà fún yín, somebody saw my daughter. No one definitely a unique daughter. No one, how do you know? Oh my goodness, this is her face. She got gap just like you do. Ọmọ bá pè mí, ọmọ ti ṣe fídíò yìí lẹ́ni tẹ́lẹ̀ yàn ṣe fídíò. Ṣé ọmọ Gen Z wáyé? Ló bá ní mọ́mí, did you know this auntie? Mo ní yes. Mo wá dárúkọ ẹni yẹn. Ó wá ní I saw her on Amazon. Mo ní bẹ̀bá olóṣè wá di pé fọ́tò rẹ̀ dọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Ó ní kí mi gbàgbé ẹ̀. Mo láyé ọmọ yìí. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Gen Z. Ó ní báwo wọ́n tún mo tún àti padà sórí ẹni pé báwo la ṣe máa bímọ ní sọ màálù tó máa lọ yọ ọjọ́ pẹ́tẹ́pẹ́tẹ́. I mean, you look like your mom or your dad. Come on now.